Surprisingly morbid here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Matthew. This is Tabletop Obscura for Agents of Edgewatch, and this is session 52.
Whoa, it's a year.
Yeah, no, we've been at this for a year now. Holy shit.
Well, you guys have.
Well,
It's getting pretty close for you too, Sammy.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Bring it to you.
it's only a few weeks.
What, like the 60-second session? It won't take long. Something like that. Holy shit, the numbers are getting big. But how is everyone?
Yeah, it's about that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no. Shit, man.
I just want to go outside.
We all want to go outside.
Out what?
I don't.
No, no.
Exactly, Bill. Out what?
You
What-
want to go
what
to
is
lunch
that?
as much as I do.
No, I don't.
Lunch sounds pretty good.
I mean, fuck.
That is
I'm
that is.
I'm happy not being surrounded by other human beings with their breathing and their being too close.
But rascals.
Eh.
Terrible. But yeah, so yes, this is our 52nd session. It's roughly our 1-year anniversary, give or take a week or two, I think. I think we missed like 2 weeks. Something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah.
But no. Otherwise, just a little bit of quick housekeeping. For those of you who are aware of the situation happening with Paizo at the moment, we do stand with the employees that are currently going through a bit of a rough time at the moment, but we're going forth and supporting them regardless, because despite problems that are happening with management, it's mostly the employees that present us with Pathfinder 2 and all the good stuff that they give us. So, if you want to support them, I have a thing.
A thing?
A thing?
There we go. You can go to that Twitter link, go through all of the wonderful people who do all the stuff for Pathfinder 2, like all the classes, all the details for Galarian, who write the adventure paths that we play on stream. You can go into that Twitter and, check them out. Their patrons, all their things and all their fun stuff. They're really cool people, actually. I've been getting to know a few of them over the last couple of days. But
Perfect. That's awesome.
anyway, where last we left our heroes, you had successfully arrested Franco Lorenz.
Yeah.
And you were taking a little bit of time to recollect yourselves before the impending fight with the champion of the Irorium.
Yes, yes. I think we had 2 days, was it?
You have 2 days to get your shit in order.
Yep.
Get our affairs in order? Yeah.
I sleep
Right.
most of those 2 days.
Well, someone has to have an affair for us to get them in order, so really.
The options are fit in that regard.
Thanks for taking one for a team.
Orlo's probably available.
I mean,
You are the party bard. What are you not doing slutting it up?
Lift your
Not my
game.
image.
that's very true. I've never considered Rose doing much of the slut. But
Chorus,
Busy
on the
being
other
whipped by a
hand.
bird.
Chorus, on the other hand,
Different
my God.
person every day. Jeez.
Yeah.
roll the dice. It'll happen one time. But I think we ended off last session with Quintus getting his new weapon,
Correct.
Heck yeah, we did.
the Thermal Lance, which is all fun and nice and awesome and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But what are other people doing?
I don't know.
Oh dear God.
Not really a huge deal to prepare for or with.
I mean, get your monies together, see if you can pull some resources.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
gotta be a fun time.
we could get a greater striking rune. We could buy a greater striking rune for pick it on in a day. That's not hard.
Also, I think you have a couple of things left to identify.
I got an
Like-
unusual crossbow.
Nice.
I
That was
Identified-
fun.
all of the elixirs and then tossed them in the party loot chest.
Oh yeah.
From the other
Nice.
side of the room, just swish.
Wish.
So there were some shining
Unfortunately, they did
bolts,
shatter.
some explosive bolts,
Oh.
dark vision elixir, some blight, and some antidotes and stuff.
Can't know there was a lot of weird things in there. But
I mean,
particular,
the antidotes could be handy for what we're about to do.
I mean, just maybe.
They have lesser antidotes. I make them for free.
Never mind then.
Oh wow. Halcyon, there was something you wanted to do with the Lancet, though. Did you still want to do that, or are you gonna wait until after the stuff with the champion is done?
I'm gonna wait for after because I'm not gonna have a replacement for it.
Fair enough. You do need a couple of days to do the thing you want to do.
Do need a couple days, but we can give Quintus a really, really nice stick.
I mean, the stick is already pretty damn nice.
I do like sticks.
Yes.
But if you want to pull resources or get the rune taken from the greater hand wraps,
It's less economic to do that. It's cheaper to buy a rune that's already got a rune stone with the greater striking on it than it is to transfer the greater striking off of the hand wraps.
Just let me know how much of my money you want.
Depends. Are we selling
me?
the boiler lighter?
That's not my decision.
yeah, no, look.
Nick, do you want the boiler lighter or do you want your umbrella?
Umbrella, please.
Yeah, I don't think anything in the boiler lighter is on my list, so not my.
I mean, as much as it's a great weapon, great
Oh,
staff
is that
rather.
that staff that just basically has like
It's
a
just
million
all
fireballs?
fire.
It's
Yeah.
like a staff out of Card Hunter, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What is-
like the ideal thing from Card Hunter that we'd love to have on a fire mage. You
Yeah.
can have that.
Yeah, but it's not
There it
super
is.
useful to us.
Okay, so that needs to get sold.
Yeah, like lots of burning hands, flaming sphere.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah.
3 different versions of fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's formidable. Yeah, not our flavor.
I mean,
Less to do with flavor and more to do with equipment. Okay, so we need that. So how much money do we get from the boiler lighter?
for selling it?
Yeah.
Only going to be the 900 gold as opposed to the 1800 of it worth, isn't it?
Surely we could sell it to Roger and someone could bat their eyelids while they sell it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, if that's what you want to do, Roger's got to
I
talk
could
to your
threaten him.
giant friend. So if you
I
want to
mean,
hit
I'll
up
try
Roger,
Yeah.
well, you know where he'll be. So he'll be standing there having a bit of a conversation in Giant with Buckshot.
In Giant. Roger
Yeah.
can speak Giant.
Yeah.
Of course he can.
Useful to know.
Mostly
Interesting.
all capital letters.
That's true. That's great.
Look, even overhearing the conversation they're having, it definitely feels like the entire language is just all caps.
Mhm.
Hello, nice to meet you. I am Roger. Hello, I am Hawkshot. Short, staccato sentences.
Mhm. Nice
But-
to meet you also.
There we go. That's what I should have done.
Roger will see you coming up, and he'll come over and go, "Hey, so what's up, guys? Cold butter?
Hey, Roger.
Hi.
I know how much you're always looking at for a new kind of staff.
Okay, you're not wrong, but
I have this absolutely beautiful, one-of-a-kind staff made by monks.
Bonafide, genuine,
Probably.
certified.
Roger the
It's called
Rod
monorail.
Regent.
I mean,
Ramrod is one of my titles. What?
I'm gonna leave that alone. Basically, I want you to buy this stuff for a lot of money, please.
All right. Well, pass her over.
Do so.
He takes a hold of it and starts, spinning it in his hands and examining runes on it, and goes, "Oh wow, this thing's been through the wars."
I mean, it's a fire staff, my dude.
Oh
What else
no!
are you gonna
Look,
do it?
he points out a couple of points along the staff that look like they might have had something fixed to them.
Hmm.
Did
He
someone
goes-
mount a scope to this staff? Is that what you're telling us?
No, look. I mean, a scope would be too bad. I have seen it before, but
Got a red dot sight on my scope. On my
Oh my
scope.
god.
No, really, I
A
had a
quick target
staff of
acquisition.
I saw a staff of magic missile once. The wizard had put enchanted it with light, but only in a sharp beam so it could target people. It was weird, man. But no,
So good.
there would have
That
been.
wasn't Malcolm, was it?
Actually, I think might have been.
Oh god.
I didn't catch his name. Anyway,
Okay.
this probably would have had like an orb or something attached to the top of it, but that's been broken off of it. So,
Well, now it's a rare variant, orbless staff.
Collectible.
I mean, it's a damaged staff, but not damaged in the sense that it's any less powerful. So,
So economic.
Yeah, lighter.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, now it's more
Weight reduction.
what is
Okay.
it when wind goes over something real good?
Aerodynamic.
More aerodynamic.
Wind
So,
goes
like-
over it really good.
This is the Subaru of staves.
okay, give me a diplomacy check. I'll give you. If someone wants to aid, they can. Quintus in particular, I think you'll do well on that one.
Oh yeah, I'll totally help
Um,
on that.
Take a +1 circumstance bonus for that one, though.
Okay, so 32.
Yep. Quintus, you got assist?
I sure am. As soon as I find the right tab,
So many goddamn tabs.
I got
Way.
a
Ooh.
35.
I sometimes forget how big the numbers are.
I know, and then it hits you all of a sudden.
Yeah, like, or I'll be listening to a different podcast or something, they'll be talking like, I'm level 11, I got a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Much like a nude man standing on a table, sometimes it just hits you.
Love it.
So he goes, okay. Well, most of the stuff that was attached to this was probably decorative. I don't know where you got it from, but I'll give you 1100 for it.
Been 100. How generous.
Jeez.
Mm,
Why don't you step on my balls a bit harder, Roger?
He kind of starts turning a ring on his hand. It features very
know,
prominently
I-
a ram.
I have this. Now that you've brought it up, we did run into a guy that wore some kind of, I don't know, angelic vest. He was going to give us a lot more money for it, so we probably should have gone to him first. But we like you, Roger.
The dude with the weird light around his head?
Could have been, yeah.
Hmm.
Can't quite remember his name, but
Oh, he's stuck where he is. But also, keep in mind I'm doing a favor for your friend here.
Wait,
We
what
do
is Roger
appreciate
doing
that,
for our
Ro-
friend?
He's building you
enchanting the
your
ship.
mega doll.
He's enchanting He's enchanting buckshot stuff?
Fucking well
Okay.
better be.
So my plan's not to enchant any of his stuff. That's gonna take too long. And you got your own smith anyway. No, I'm gonna give him a tattoo or two.
Of course.
Are you? When
Yeah.
When was this negotiated?
I
I
got a
basically
message.
sent Tenebrae with a missive to go to
Ah.
these two people.
What he said.
That's
Oh,
right. You
what
sent
detective said.
Tenebrae off to summon Kava.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
Contact Roger. I see.
So I'm here. I'm gonna give him a couple of tattoos, but they should help him. Like, he has no business being here. There are much better places where he could be doing his own thing.
I mean, 1100's
Like
not
hills, right?
terrible.
Like where?
Sure. Like hills, where a hill giant lives.
Right? But no, apparently he's been exiled, so we'll work it out. It's fine.
1100's kind of awkward to split between people. Could we make it 1200?
Quintus, monsieur.
Yeah.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Fermentagul. Fermentagul.
29?
He goes, nah. I do need to actually do some restoration work on this, and I will have to make a profit on it somehow.
Yeah, but he just tried to give you more of a profit, didn't he? Okay, you know what? It's fine. Let's not make a big deal of this, you know? So, are we selling it to Monsieur Roger or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I suppose it'll go to Cheapskate Roger.
Okay,
Roger.
Fine. It's fine. Hey,
It's not-
Raj, did you know that they've recently been bringing up new spells, and one of them is to summon an Archmage? Don't know why I bring that up, but
I could pay you in silver.
11,000 silver pieces.
I know where you live.
And he
sleep
pulls out a
silently.
coin purse from from within his coat and kind of passes it over. I've added 1,100 gold pieces to your party loot, and I'm deleting
Nice.
the boiler lighter.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Now we then go take Quintus to Parva and then get her to inscribe a greater striking rune onto his stick so that he can give us a +3 bonus to attack.
God.
Hell yeah!
Yay.
Greater striking. Wouldn't
Yep.
that be an extra damage dice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his stance is based on the number of damage dice of the weapon.
Oh no, that is true, isn't it?
Yep. This is the most economical way of doing it.
Free archetype rule is great. I love it. No,
Hey.
honestly, I really do love it. It's pretty damn good. So, going to see Pava, that's kind of easy. She's already working on a couple of things, so she's happy to just slip on a new rune for you. That doesn't take long in the grand scheme of things, and I think Chorus and Quintus were going to be assisting her with beating out a giant breastplate anyway.
Yep.
Sorry.
You okay? You fine?
Yep. No. I'll leave you to that one.
It's fine. They're gonna hammer it out overnight.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
There is a child.
It takes a bit of kneading and a bit of working, and you just rub it out, and it'll all be good.
You know, just take a couple of the polishing wipes and you can do
Yeah.
good.
Yep. You just got to ram the kinks out. Not a problem.
We're adults here. We're definitely professional.
We're definitely professional. Absolutely. So if anyone thinks I should be on Gen Con next year, hey. So that's easily done with Pava. Does anyone else want to do any other preparations? Rose, for instance. I know you've been quiet.
I don't think I need to do anything, do I?
Rest.
Besides, like, rest and rest up? I mean, there's not really any easy way to upgrade my staff to level 14. There's no big, like, pressing need for... I can't, like, buy extra spell scrolls to be extra prepared or anything.
I mean, that's true.
I go buy 200 GP worth of mithril.
200. Samwise, do you need some of my money?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Not yet. I love it.
Not yet.
I love you too. Alright.
And well, if you win this champion fight, you might actually get some extra money.
If
Might.
we win.
If you
I-
win, do you not have confidence in yourself?
If we win. When we win.
Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see.
I hope that
Quintus
they
has
throw...
got a better stick now. There's no way we lose.
Aha! Yeah, it's all resting on that. No pressure, guys.
No pressure on the fighter whatsoever. No.
I hope that they throw serviceable potatoes and roses at us for winning.
I mean, that would be nice.
Mm.
Flowers are traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I go buy a half a mithril trunk, I guess.
Yep.
We'll just say a mithril trunk. It's just easy.
That's fine. It's all good. You will have X amount worth of mithril. That can be worked on at a later date.
I'm implementing a new piece of canon. Rose is actually allergic to most flowers,
Oh no.
And it's a
Has-
horribly ironic thing. Yes, I know.
Has it come up before?
No.
No, we're
Not
not
even
aware.
real.
Okay.
I think at Gosray's gallery you might have gone and thrown a few flowers, but they were mostly on stage.
Maybe. Was that where Pava and Quintus had their first date?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Good memory.
We all snooped in.
Yeah, literally everyone was there.
It was fine. It's fine.
It was group therapy. We're billing it that way.
Well, that's how I always put it. But no, it looks like most people have things done and handled. If there's nothing else you really want to get ready for.
I mean,
Really
okay,
too-
let's think about this. Do we have anything that we want to buy that's a trap or an emplacement?
No.
I have illusory walls and I have wall of force for static emplacements prior to the warp in. Do we have anything we want to toss at where he's coming into? AoE or disablement stuff. Things
Yeah, I
like
guess-
Tanglefoot
what-
bags.
Yeah, what are you making alchemically wise for that day?
Or do we want to buy anything alchemically wise?
No, I don't want to buy anything alchemical wise.
Well,
Okay.
someone's
I want
saving
us
their
to
money.
use our
The
money
other
for
thing we're going to have
upgrades.
to think about. We're going to
Do we
have
have
to
any-
think about the champion, but we're also going to have to think about the
Toxins.
Other guy.
Yes. Oh, the other fellow.
Oh, the Father
Did
Blackfinger.
we get a report back,
Yeah.
Matthew, on whether or not they had swept the facility and found any emplacements?
The only emplacement that the report you get back is basically what you pretty much know already. The gallery where you were just recently was the major emplacement. They'd managed to hook up their whatever they were using for the pumping to their storm drain system.
Uh-huh.
So the gas would have gone through the entire system.
Yeah.
But you've stopped that now. So the main, from what you're aware of, the main point of infection or where the poison will be coming from will be the champion himself.
Do we know how big the champion is?
He was described as a large fella.
Okay.
I think Buckshot actually described him as being similar size to him.
Okay.
A bit shorter, hunches, but reptilians.
Yeah. Right, trying to figure out what 1 feat to prepare on my mystery feat or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Your flexible feet.
Your
Flexible
flexibility.
feat. That's the one. Yeah.
I'm sure Pavel would be pleased to hear that you've been working on your flexibility. That's always good for a relationship.
Absolutely.
We're mature adults. It's fine. But any other preparations?
No, I think that should be good.
You got your
I got nothing.
antidotes?
Working on it.
All right.
I'll be saving up money to try and bring Chorus up to like level -2 in like another level or two.
No, that's fine. Well, eventually, Papa finishes.
Oh, you know
off-
what?
What?
Sorry, I will do one thing.
Yep.
Can I grab a set of armor runes? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I just grab a set of like whatever would give me +1? Oh no, I already have it. Never mind.
Yeah, because you got
Thank
the moonlight chain.
You can go moonlit. Yeah.
I've got the moonlight thing. Never mind.
But detective, I'm not sure what you're packing on your adventurer's gear, but you can do that as well if you like.
Didn't we all buy that last time?
No. I just have regular old adventure clothes.
You do.
Oh. I swear we all bought a +1.
Oh no,
rune.
you got a +1 rune for it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh.
does anyone have any resilient runes on their armor?
No. None of us do.
Well, that might be something to consider, considering you know
They're
that you're going to be
expensive.
dealing with poison.
Okay, that's fair.
Does it? Oh, it would, wouldn't it? Just
How
all
much of them
saves.
resilient runes?
I mean, just the +1
Oh,
would
cheap.
help. But while you're considering that, Pava eventually comes out with the breastplate, and it's a massive thing. Like, Quintus could probably use this as a tower shield in a stretch.
Nice.
Or, just unfold the damn thing and use it as a barricade. Now, Pava eventually goes back to the Colosseum and gets Buckshot fitted for it. There is a lot of surprise and, not alarm exactly, but a little bit of concern from some of the other gladiators as the resident giant is outfitted in proper armor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of an
Fucking
gap.
should be. Fucking should be.
And his great club has been upgraded from a glorified log with a stone on the end to an actual proper forged piece of weaponry. And to top it all off, Pava has fitted him with a sling
Nice.
Cool.
to
Nice.
hold multiple boulders, so he doesn't have to go scrounging in a fight.
Very cool.
And she just goes, well, the sling I actually got from... Well, it was left behind in the last war, so I was just kind of laying it around, and, well, I guess Buckshot can use it here.
How long ago was the last war again?
5 years, roughly?
Okay, that's right. Why would
Um,
I forget that? Bizarre.
Well, I think a lot of people tried to black it out. And honestly, most of the fighting was happening on the eastern side of Absalom, so... But no, we all got through it okay. Some better than others, but it's all right now. These things happen. But Buckshot here is ready and raring to go, I guess. He gets up and he does the couple of the stretches and everything else. He's like, oh, it's a little bit. It'll take some getting used to. He does a couple of swings with the great club and he's like, ooh, nice balance.
I want to do some quick training spars with him to get used to like how the armor feels when you get hit and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's more than happy to take it. You get the feeling he's not used to trying to be defensive much.
Mm-hmm.
He's used to taking a lot of hits and just continuing on regardless.
Yep.
But he is a very when he hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
He's about
Yeah, I
as slow
imagine
as you'd
so.
expect, but he has this thing where he'll swing once and miss, but he'll just use that momentum to come back around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Windmill. Windmill,
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
and it hurts a lot. Yes, kind of like Chun-Li. But he takes a couple of
I
hits.
assume is watching with great fervor and copying, shadowing every move that he does. Surely.
I don't know what Chorus is doing today. I'd have to roll.
Yeah.
Or figure it out.
But otherwise, she gets him very well equipped, and he's sporting a couple of new tattoos now.
Can't move anything on whatchamacallit, by the way. Is the game unpaused?
No, it should be fun.
Okay, keep going. I'll try and figure out what it is.
But yeah, he's also sporting a couple of new tattoos now. For those of you who are familiar with Giant, they are in the Giant tongue.
Excellent.
Nice.
Very traditional like tattoos, and Roger seems quite pleased with his work. But he says those are going to be a couple surprises for during the fight. Mum and a heart. Yeah, no, does Tenebrae say that out loud?
No.
No.
No, of course not.
But no, there's a couple of tattoos there, and we're just like, look, I've only set him up with 3. One of them should mean that he can communicate with all of you telepathically.
Oh.
It's temporary and eyesight only, so, it's not going to be like a switchboard kind of thing.
Yep.
Do I have to pull down on my right ear?
No, Quintus, that's only when I do it.
Yeah.
I talk over whatever he's about to say.
But yeah, otherwise, the other things that I've given him, that's going to be surprises for later.
Very good.
Well, with no other preparations that really need to be done, The day of the match arrives. And the city, for its part, is all abuzz and aglow. There's not so much a parade, but the roads are kind of have the banners that are set up across the lamplights, just kind of declaring that the Blood Bowl games are coming up and the champion fight will be today. As Oggvurm the Merciless will be squaring off against the giant Buckshot the Brave, and the newcomers who managed to best Elendor the Merciless.
And who are absolutely not cops.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not cops.
Absolutely not cops.
Oh god.
Haha! Fuck everything.
Okay, Ian wins that round. But as for the Colosseum itself, even in the early morning, there's already a lineup to get inside. Most tickets have already been sold out for a couple of days, but as is usual with these kind of things, a couple of seats have been left in reserve to just kind of fill them out. And you can tell that there's a couple of scalpers kind of just moving around trying to sell off some tickets before the match. Beyond that, the day's events are just going to be a couple of Olympic-style sports and wrestling matches, that kind of thing, before the chariot race, which has already started to be set up. And as for the crescendo of the chariot race itself, the champion match will be going through. As for the rest of you, you can get yourselves set up, equipped, and everything else like that.
All right.
Time for our pre-match doping.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have any pre-buffs. I'm not gonna burn a I don't feel like burning a fourth on should I burn a fourth on telepathy?
I
Do you
hand
care?
out an antidote to everyone, a Drakeheart mutagen to Marta, and an elixir of life to everyone.
Here's the
Okay.
doping then.
This is an elixir of life lesser
The Drakeheart mutagen improves fucking Nick's AC by like
by a lot.
a lot. So
lot.
It will reduce his reflex save, but that doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Why doesn't it matter?
Because he's
Come
more
on,
likely to get
please
punched in
work.
the face than get someone to try and roll through him.
I mean, that's true. You're not wrong there.
yeah, what if he gets fireballed or has things thrown at him? We'll figure it out.
Then I'll learn how to do a fireball.
Then hopefully he's got counter spell.
Counterspell
Yeah.
would be helpful.
Never heard
Would.
of it.
But,
What do you think we're playing, Dungeons and Dragons?
Elixir of life lesser, was it?
Lesser.
It's not even a it's not even a it's not even a spell. It's just a thing that wizards do.
it's a feat they can pick up, technically speaking.
Yeah, wizards.
Also,
Yeah,
don't witches get counter spell as well?
I don't know at the top of my head.
It's a first level class feat for I think arcane casters.
yeah, but it's terrible at first level. It doesn't have all the success clauses that most counteracting effects do until you get higher, and then it gets much better.
Yes.
What,
Point being.
what level
we
of
getting-
Drakeheart am I on?
But
Moderate or lesser?
moderate, it's the +5.
Oh, cool.
+5.
Yeah, so everyone drink their antidotes.
Okay.
It lasts 6 hours, the antidote.
God. And that's a
Um,
+1 bonus to... Or
+2 bonus for fortitude saves against poison effects. Which is why I
do it.
was saying not to drink to get the resilience runes.
Yay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If I use it, will it like auto math on my sheet, or do I just have
don't
to
know.
remember?
Yes,
I
it
would-
will. It will auto math on your sheet if you click that use button.
All right, use.
Everyone just uses...
Wait, no. I think it has to be. I think it has to be in your inventory. Sorry.
I think it would be as well. But the cleric for the Colosseum will come up to the lot of you and you'll just be like, "So, I've heard you're going to be in the champion match."
Who told you? Yes.
Well, congratulations. It's going to be quite a fight.
He's hoping.
What does he want?
Do you talk like this to everyone?
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
okay.
about.
Can I?
Hmm.
Yeah, Rose, what's up?
Nothing. No, I'm good. Thank
You
you.
sure?
Yeah.
So, do any of you need any blessings or healings before we...
Oh,
I
absolutely. Yeah.
see.
You want to hit me with a heroism? Or no, hang on. Heroism only lasts a minute.
Oh no, that would be against the rules. Just if you have some like lingering wounds or a curse that's been laid on you, or you're suffering from any poisons, I could probably handle that for you.
Toss him one
Who
of the
wants-
empty vials of antidote.
Who wants to kick
We've
it
got
in
this
the...
covered.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well then, this is kind of unusual, but yes.
Is
Oh.
he in an office?
No, he came out to meet all of you.
Oh.
If someone wants to do a perception check,
Just gonna lock him in there.
just block him off in his own office.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to do a perception check, that they can, but
I will be
Sure.
with you in a moment.
oh, that's not friendly at all.
Okay. Perceive things.
The loot says 31 AC.
God, you only have 31 AC. Fuck me.
Ooh.
Bill does. Bill only has 31 AC. He only has 2 better AC than I do.
It goes up by a few when I raise my shield, which I can do
Yeah.
free every round.
Oh, that's true. And you can also... You're
And
also
then-
getting to use a shield in combination with a two-hander.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
about to have
Nice.
more AC than Bill.
Are you really? That's awesome.
With that +5, hell yeah.
Well, it's an item bonus +5, so reduce your unequip your armor.
I assume while we were working on the armor, I could have fixed my shield as well.
Yes, no, that's easily done.
Cool. Yep. excellent.
Halcyon,
Huh?
just a general vibe check from the cleric. You get the feeling that he kind of feels, he's a little beside himself.
In what sense? As in
Yeah, in
his
what
husband's
sense?
missing?
No, as in he's usually a little bit more busy than this before a champion battle.
Okay.
But, you
that's
know-
very interesting.
The champion's not here.
Oh,
Ah,
because he's teleporting in.
Yep. And Buckshot is surprisingly well looked after as well, and you
Yep.
guys have your
So-
own
so
team
he's-
medic.
He's bored. Is
The-
that what you're telling us? He's
I mean,
bored?
essentially.
He's lacking job security, Bill, and we all know
Yeah,
how that feels
yeah.
in this
You're
fucking
a-
economy.
You're a dwarf, aren't you?
I mean, yes.
Roughly how old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh,
Detectives, that's horribly rude.
I'm about 150. Give or take a couple of years. Once
Don't
you
look
get
a
triple
day
digits.
over 125.
Well, thank you. My husband
So-
doesn't complain.
Were you here when they changed over from Irori to Gorum?
No, I was brought in for the rededication.
Interesting. We met
Fuck.
some old Iroris that down below, that's all.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
How did you hear about that?
I
Well,
would assume the loud bone snapping that was occurring.
We
was,
were underground. We were underground.
no,
didn't
well, I
stop us
heard
from
about it
being
in the
us.
aftermath because we had various guard coming in and checking out the area and making sure everything was okay.
What was the guards' names?
Well,
don't
they're
have to
from
answer
the-
that. No, deal. You don't have to answer that. It's okay.
I was just going to say they were from the local constabulary.
Oh, was a token guard?
Oh no, that's... He kind of makes a vague pointing into the east. And he's like, no, we have the Sunless Suns here.
The Sunless Sons?
Yeah, foreign quarter. I believe that's
Ah,
their name.
that's right.
Good people. But no,
Great
Well-
folks.
It's
Wait.
Can't say it hasn't been fun catching up.
need me to check your armor? What weapons are all good?
No.
He kind of just starts
Stop
shuffling
trying to
his feet a
find
little. Well, I think I have some paperwork, I guess, to look at.
Do that.
Good plan.
Good old Gorham and their paperwork.
Have fun, bye.
Well known for paperwork is Gorham.
All right, let's grab a bite to eat and then get ready. Does anybody need anything from me? Does Bill want a haste?
When the time's right, that would be lovely.
All right, let me reset all of my spell slots because Nick, you should reset all your spell slots.
Yes,
Good man.
that thing that I absolutely do.
Fucking no, you don't.
It's a good thing I trust all of you.
You really shouldn't. It's okay. I steal gold routinely. Every session, I just add 400 gold pieces to my sheet.
400.
Oh, that'd explain why you have 7k gold on your sheet. Oh, my maths is all out.
Hey, Quintus,
Yeah,
you want to fly?
I can fly.
You already can fly.
No, but like for a solid 5 minutes.
Maybe. I'm not sure if it's necessarily worth it.
Okay.
Not a bad idea, though.
What if, because I can sort of like fly.
Wait,
What if
Fuck.
Halcyon could fly?
Alcyon?
it's not a terrible idea.
It has
Have
been
you
an
seen-
interesting experience at the very least.
Can you
You want to
sneak
fly?
in the sky? Sky sneak?
We'll do that thing. where you come
Sneaking
in through
in the
sun.
sky.
Sure.
I
Let
can
me
go
just
4
get,
times
let me
as
just check
high.
trained actions real quick.
Can you sneak in the sky?
So,
You can
I don't
sneak
know.
in the sky.
GM, can you?
You
I
do
mean-
that thing where you fly in through the sun.
I don't think
Yeah.
he can initiate a sneak
you
without
can
some
you
kind
can
of cover.
use sneak while burrowing, climbing, flying, or swimming instead of striding. if you have the
Yeah.
corresponding
I
movement
mean,
type.
Also,
God.
think about it. Where are you least likely to expect a sneak attack from?
Mm,
Right above you,
death from above. Think about
like
it.
Batman.
Yeah.
I've been teaching you well, dear detective. I've been teaching you very well.
You got a cloud you can generate out of
skies.
anything?
Nah. All right. What
Nah.
are we summoning? Are we summoning anything fun?
Oh yeah.
Probably a
Let me
dragon
look
or
up. Let me
something.
look up summon Fae while Matt's doing things.
I think
I'm
most
bringing
things
in
are
a new
ready.
guy.
You're gonna bring in somebody?
Yeah.
Summoning's not great for me. All right, so hang on. So a level 6 summoning spell summons a level 7 creature. Fuck. Where's my other tab? There it is. All right, so I have a 6th level spell slot. Please don't wait for me.
Oh no, I'm just making sure I've got the box text ready.
Okay, cool. Does anybody know what a loco or a gallopod is?
Looking them up.
Gallopod sounds familiar, but no.
How much HP do you have, Nick?
76.
Oh my fucking god! I can have a summon that has double your HP.
I mean, D6
Why are
hit
you
points.
like this? Why are you like this? Yes, but also 8 or 10 con. 8 con probably.
Yeah, look,
Wait,
wizard witch.
Wait, that means he's losing. Are you lose? If you have 8 con, you lose a hit point every level, don't you?
I have 10 con.
You do have 10 con. If you have 8 con,
Yeah.
you lose a hit point every level, though, don't you?
If you have 8, yes. This is why it's usually not suggested that the GM lets them go below 8.
Yeah, -2. 1d6 -2.
One.
So 4 hit
Grateful.
points per level.
40 hit points at level 10.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh wait, she's dead instantly. Oh, that's a
Alright,
shame.
I don't actually know who the most threatening member of the party is, but it's fucking not Marta. I'm sorry. I mean in combat, purely in combat, where
yeah,
HP
no.
is most relevant.
Listen, this is
So
why Mara has
why?
all the intimidation.
Yeah, but
It's like small dog syndrome.
Yeah.
no, I just mean like, why do they feel the need to give you a D6 hit die?
Yeah.
Like, why
The fuck?
bother? Are you saying?
What do
Should
I
it just be
have?
like, it doesn't matter what your hit points are if you get hit, you down? Like,
No, as in like, why
I
don't
give
you,
it
why
points
doesn't
to
why
the
don't why don't they have D8s?
right.
It doesn't feel like wizards are broken. Wizards or witches are broken.
It's not like they're
Yet.
so powerful
They
in the
get
other
lots of
direction
stats.
that
Yeah.
they need to be such
Yeah.
glass cannon.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
They're-
okay.
Wizards are king in 5e. They use so much bullshit compared to like fighters.
Mhm.
But here,
I mean, recently wizards have gotten a hold of a lot of bullshit.
well, we'll see, won't we? All right. Anything else we need to talk about or do?
No, I've handed out
prep.
my bits.
Rose,
Yeah. Yes, Quintus. How can I help?
promise me that we all make it out of this, right?
I can't make that promise, but we can try.
Promise me that you'll try to make sure that we all get out of this, right?
Where's this coming from?
Just nervous.
Okay. I will do my best to make sure that all of us get out of here alive. But mostly that's up to you. You're kind of, the target.
I mean,
I will try my best also.
I will be right behind you, preferably 5 to 10 feet.
I just feel like there's a lot of pressure, It's not just a fight anymore. We have to fight
Look-
and make sure an entire stadium of people don't die. That's a lot, okay?
Quintus, here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
In the opening round, before he gets here, I'm going to catch you with a haste. In the opening round, I'm going to roll really well. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to cast Synesthesia on this guy, and he's going to miss every attack for the rest of the combat.
Okay.
And then you're going to pummel him into the fucking ground, and then we'll save the day and get paid. Deal?
synesthesia.
Nice. Let's go.
Where were those spell storing arrows? They're not in the box.
We have 2 of them left. Do you want to use them on something?
I would like one of them.
Why?
Whack some champion with some idiot stuff.
One of them has Touch of Idiocy still cast onto it. The other one is untouched. Do you want to take the Touch of Idiocy one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, just put it in your inventory. I don't know where it's disappeared to. It's not in mine.
Just gotta pile debuffs onto this poor guy.
I don't know. I mean, it's literally like a one. Sam has quick draw, right? So
As
Yep.
is tradition.
yes,
Yeah,
as is tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
In this,
What's
as
that? They're not
is
immune to
tradition
mental?
In this edition, he better not be fucking immune to mental. If he's immune to mental, I'm gonna summon 5 unicorns.
Oh
They're gonna
god.
maul him to
Yeah.
death with their blades.
You would summon 5 unicorns if you could.
Unicorn, best option, dude.
Just comes out packing Magneto's helmet.
Magneto's helmet? Oh yeah. That's right. For Xavier. Okay. Alright. We need to do a little bit more research. Does he have any spellcasting abilities? Does anybody here know about the champion or has met him before? Is
I
he
mean,
well
most
known?
people here have met the champion. Give me
Okay.
a society or diplomacy roll.
From what we've been told so far, he's just a big dude that likes to. He's a lizardman.
36.
He likes to eat
Oh.
and scratch and bite people.
So, what is your 2 questions?
Is there a signature spell that he is known for, either through his equipment or through him casting it himself?
He is not magical in that way. He doesn't have spellcasting.
He doesn't generally bring any gear with him.
He tends to stick to his jaws and claws.
Okay.
Jaws and claws.
Fucking push over.
If anyone else wants to do this roll, they can. This is considered, doing recall knowledge beforehand. You're
Yeah,
researching your target.
I'll do some of that.
Yeah.
What do you want? A law skill of some sort?
A lore, society, or diplomacy.
What
If you
about
have a specific lore, that'll make it easier.
warfare law?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, you give me that one. All right. What about a 28?
28. I will give you one question. You know he doesn't really use weapons,
Yep.
and he doesn't really do spell casting.
Yep. Fuck, one question, eh?
Yep.
Are they fighting? Are they known for fighting to the crowd or fighting to the death?
Fighting to the death.
Okay, yeah. So we are in genuine trouble, not like, oh, make it look good, and then he'll like turn
Is
to
there,
the crowd for a cheer.
I hate to interrupt your conversation with Ziosis, but
Yes.
there are medics standing by. Even if one of us were to die, unless something really horrible happens to all of the medics, like they all get poisoned or something, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Or something
Sure.
happens to the arena.
Yeah.
Yes, or something happens to us, Yelena, like a giant fucking whirlpool of sand. Fucking idiots.
From the conversations that you're kind of having, he has a tendency to go a bit overboard,
Hmm.
and in those points, it has been a case of the healers and clerics have had to step in and restrain him.
Yep.
And they are able to do that.
Uh,
They try,
they try.
and then some of the healers and clerics die themselves.
Well, get injured at the very least.
Alright, so, is the chariot contingent here yet?
The chariot
Getting ready.
racers are getting ready. They
Okay,
will be
is-
starting off first.
Is there a kobold contingent amongst them?
There is a kobold contingent amongst them.
Is there one in particular named Magnifisto the Magnificent Fister?
Yes, there is.
Alright, I would
We
like
will
to
have
go...
to. We will have to talk about the chariot race at a later date, though.
Those
well,
riding drakes look pretty cool that they've got.
Yeah.
Right?
I've
Yeah.
got mine ready to go. Alright, I would like to go over and talk to the kobolds.
Well, they see you coming and they go to salute, but they think better of it. As far as you're aware, these were planted by Rekarek,
Uh-huh.
so they're probably in his organization, regulars.
Yep. You sure you
But,
don't want to scale them back to like level 5 or something?
Like I said, we will discuss it later.
Okay. I need them to do something, and I'm saying I'm willing for if we're gonna act out this race. I'm wondering if everyone would okay when we actually act out the race of having to do something and getting the benefit of it tonight. I want to ask the kobolds to run over the champion. And then when we act out the race, we will have to take the time to run over the champion during our race.
That's some Back to the Future shit right there.
Isn't it? Come on,
Look,
it's pretty cool though, right?
My original idea was to
isn't
have
the
both things happening at the same time, but there are way too many moving parts now, so...
Yeah. But the arena's
Flooded.
effectively in a moat, right? Like, the chariot race is going on around the outside, and there's
On the outside.
water or some shit.
That's true.
Well,
I didn't think so. I
you're
thought that
not
was
sh-
just. I
you're
thought
not
if you
sure
just got
that that
pushed
will
far
work.
enough away, you would get pushed into the paths of the chariots.
Oh, okay.
Because there is a chariot track out there.
Mm-hmm.
As for the water itself, you're not sure how that's going down.
Okay, well, I would like to ask the kobolds if they get the opportunity and wouldn't mind running over the champion at least a little bit. That'd be super swell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At least have to make the champion jump out of the way once.
Yeah,
or
at
twice.
some point during this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone agrees to it,
Oh,
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm not
We'll
going to
do
make
it.
you roll for it.
All right. You sure? Because
Well,
I haven't
no,
met
we'll-
these people before, so I would be making an impression.
You can make an impression if you want, but you're going to be playing these characters, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, we'll
rolling
do it.
against...
All right, we just want him to have to deal with something for one round of combat at some point. That'd be sweet.
That's all good.
All right, and yeah, I'll make an impression just because I enjoy doing this. That's a 40.
Is it because of the big numbers?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes
Yeah.
me wet.
What were you
Yeah.
gonna do if you didn't succeed? Are we supposed to be like, nah, fuck you, guy?
Yeah.
Uh,
Guys are fucking
I have
poser.
a
Piss
I
off,
have a
dude.
plus 26. I need like a 29 at this level. So
It
I would have
could
just
happen.
used.
It's
I would have just used.
unlikely.
I get to reroll one performance check a day, and I have a hero point, so I would have just
God.
burned both of those things.
Well,
It would have been happening. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
This is why I was like, you don't really have to roll, but...
yeah, I would have done that. All right, so that's done. Hopefully that might buy us around at some point. Maybe not. Matt can see.
I mean, they're absolutely happy to buy you a round of
Well,
drinks.
Just see if just distract at some point. All right. Anybody else have anything to say? I'll stop waffling.
No, we're good?
Let's get ready
Wait.
to rumble.
I think so.
Everyone got their own personal soundtracks going?
Should probably
Yep.
get something more.
Eye of the tiger. Bump,
Du-du-du-du.
bump, bump, bump.
Eye of the were tiger.
Yeah, if only you didn't
Halcyon
fucking...
shivers.
Yeah.
Snake.
No.
Snake. Bum bum bum.
Well, you're eventually led up the pathway towards the... Well, you've been here before. The large double gates. and they start to open for you. And spread out before you is the large arena. Sand as far as the eye can see. Various pillars and other debris littered around the place. Some of these, are kind of real. Some of them are props, as you're well aware. As you're coming out and into the position, as signed by the arena staff, you can tell that the chariots are about to get ready as well, as they're all kind of getting up to the lines at the starting line. One of the attendants explains to you, so what's going to happen is the chariots are going to go through about a lap or two, and as they start to exit the stadium, there'll be a sounding fire, and that's when the champion will teleport in. So you have about 2 or 3 minutes to rev up the crowd if you want to do that, or do anything else you want to do. Buckshot should be pretty much out as soon as the champion shows up.
This makes me really sad that I don't have Inspire electric guitar. But yeah, let's ham it up for the crowd. Yeah.
Does Absalom have like an anthem song?
I mean, they would do.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but they would have
hang
one.
on. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Just
we
move,
can bang
yeah,
that out,
move on,
right?
move on,
Get
move
everyone
on
to
for a
stand
minute.
up.
Move on for a minute, and I'll come up with something.
Oh god. Well, Quintus, if you want to start revving up the crowd.
Oh yeah. All right, I will kick open with a activate my flying power, and as the chariots start going, I want to fly in line with them overhead for a lap.
Oh, nice.
Over the crowd, come on, and start a Mexican wave,
We're gonna kick his dome. Tell the world we're gonna kick his dome. Bah, bah, bah. Everybody starts clapping.
Give me that performance check as the applause starts to echo.
All right,
Let's see if
Sam.
we can start
Sam, what are you gonna help? How are you gonna help me? Nick, how are you gonna help me?
Oh, 3.
I'm gonna have to use a hero point. I really need that martial stance to be good.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well. We need that martial stance to be good. No!
It's even worse.
Wow, thanks, hero points.
Hang on, give me a second.
All right. Well,
Yep.
we've got
Thank
at least
you.
a minute for you to take.
Hang on.
again.
I have to open up evidence.jpg.
Oh god.
Yes.
This wasn't an attack roll.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's pretty clear on the sheet. It's just things in hero points are fair and balanced.
Mhm.
All right.
God.
Yeah. Here's your performance check. But how's everybody else helping me?
Yes. I mean, 17 is pretty damn good. Halcyon, how are you hamming it up for the crowd?
You want to juggle some potions, my dude, or?
No, I'll do a minor fireworks display
Mhm.
around you, but it's more just a steam display because it's fire and ice.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, no, I
There's
can
a
dig
couple
Yeah.
of them.
Like fog cannons going and stuff.
it. Give me a crafting check then.
Hang on. I'll
Nick,
do that in a second.
Nick, what are you doing?
Using my summoning abilities, I will set off a explosion of flying creatures that fill the area and, once they reach a certain height, kind of explode into different colors.
Nice. Arcane check.
Samwise, crafting check?
Just getting them out of the way. Just getting those rolls out of the way.
That's the one way to put it, I guess.
I guess I'm the darling of the crowd. That's okay.
You
Has
will
to
be the
happen
darling of
sometime.
the crowd.
So it's almost like you're started for this.
No, right?
This is your thing.
It's only +7 better than Nick's arcane skill, which is one of his class skills. Not that those exist.
It's fine.
You want to know why this didn't work?
Why?
Bill didn't try and break any statues.
I mean, that's true. If you
All
had
right.
flown through a pillar or something. That's all I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. I might be able to hit Sam with heroism. So let's roll this d10 real quick.
Oh, God.
3.
think
Stuff for Agents of Edgewatch. Hang on. Un momento, por favor. Un momento.
That's all good. Loading up a thing.
All right,
You
3 is chaotic good.
that's not heroism. That's something else.
It's heal.
Divine
Oh,
heal
well.
though.
Pardon?
Not a divine heal though.
Is it not? Oh, it's a cult. You're right. Well said. Okay.
Still useful.
Okay. Do we have some kind of? Okay, hang on. Wait. Before the dude spawns in, I want to hit Quintus with a haste. Is that okay? Since
Yeah,
we
that's
have
fine.
Plenty of time. All right.
I've already put your
So-
initiatives in.
Oh wait. Were those our initiatives?
If anyone has a
Oh.
bonus to initiative, let me know now so I can alter it.
I got
I'll
plus
take-
2.
I got a
I'll take
plus 2.
45.
Oh what? I was gonna.
I know.
Before
I
before they
know.
came in, I was gonna hide. Oh.
They have it. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god. It's brave. Let's go, my brave boy. All right. Hang on. Rose. What the fuck was I doing?
Haste.
Haste.
Haste. Yeah.
And
burning
you're
a
gonna try to
normal
hit with
spell
a-
slot.
Heroism.
Yeah, I can't
Don't
because
have it.
the chorus doesn't have it.
Alright.
All right. So Bill, take the quickened condition and drag it onto yourself, and then
Very
Matt
well.
should be able to give it a duration. I think.
I can do that.
How do you spell Q? Quicken.
No. Just drag it from the haste thing. See haste over there?
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Just
I
drag it to
found
your
in the
character.
Thing, but yep.
All right.
Well, no prompt. That's fine. We know it lasts for a minute. I mean, I should be able to do...
I stuck haste in chat. If you know what you mean. Can you not see that?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can see it. It just
It's,
doesn't
Oh,
give
just-
me
it's
prompt.
not.
That's all
okay.
good.
Ability to give it a number.
Nah.
All right.
We know it's quickened. It lasts 10 rounds. It's all good.
All right. Well, I feel like everybody but me got fucked.
Well, can
The
you
initiative.
reset the round counter so it says round 1, not round 7?
No.
God, it's gonna let me.
I bet you can. There's a cog, surely.
Cog. Nope. Won't let me do it. Because it didn't end the last encounter here.
Dang. Well, end it now. Oh, then you'll have to put in our numbers again.
I'm happy to reroll initiative.
45
Actually, you know
not
what?
good
Yeah,
enough
you
for
know
you.
what?
I got a 45. I'm happy to reroll.
Alright. Well,
It's alright. We started on round 7. Round 7 is round 1.
We'll go to 17. Okay.
well. There's a popping in the air as the chariots set off with a bolt. Some of them are just your usual horse and chariot affairs. Some of them are pulled by axe beaks. There's a couple that, well, we know that there's at least one that's being pulled by a pair of riding drakes. And there's even one that's being pulled by some sort of clockwork contrivance that you're not sure about.
That'll be the goblins. That'll be the fucking goblins.
Every time. They've been winding it up for about half an hour now.
They just got a guy in the back winding it, it's fine.
He's got a huge key, and there's 2 of them. They're like overhand, underhand, winding for half an hour. Tremendous spring under so much tension.
Oh my god, I just got a wonderful mental image of Dick Dastardly as a kobold.
Oh god.
Or as a goblin, rather. The kobolds are
Oh.
obviously whoever the good guy was that was completely forgettable. Penelope Pitstop? No, wait, she was the damsel in distress. Who were the good guys in the dastardly races?
I don't think there were any good guys.
Oh god, I feel
Was,
so
was,
old
every,
now.
was everyone
a-
terrible to each other?
It was
Cliche
Peter.
speed racer
Oh god, I'm
kind
gonna
of
have to look
dude.
it up. Wacky races.
Oh god. Anyway,
Just keep going, yeah.
We need to know.
the chariots go through their first lap.
Oh, that's right, Muttley! I completely forgot about Muttley.
God.
I lost my voice when I was 14 trying to do a Muttley impression.
Nice.
Peter Perfect.
Peter Perfect.
Perfect.
Fuck that guy.
Well,
Alright.
the chariots go through their first round, well, their first lap. Most things I keep him pretty copacetic at this point. It's like, yeah, okay, so they're doing their thing. Buckshock starts to come out, and he's announced with great applause and he seems to have some fans actually in the crowd,
Nice.
holding up banners and things like that. And there's a lot of ooze and surprise as he comes out in his new shiny armor with his new great club.
What's the collective name for supporters of Buckshuck?
Braves.
Braves. Nice. Okay, so there is a
No,
group
it's
of
obviously
Braves.
Buck Boys.
That's what I thought it might have been. Yeah.
I considered that, but I was like, you know what? Maybe not.
Shuck.
What about size queens? Probably not.
Size queens? What?
Size
might be
as in
worse.
SIZE.
Size queens.
Let's not explain that. But it's as the chariots get around to their second lap that we see some of the doors for the arena open, and via magic or some sort of illusionary powers, barricades and arrows are erected, pointing the chariot racers outside of the arena. And it's as the chariots start to make their way outside that a second large explosion or a firework is lit off, and a popping sound is heard, followed by a magical kind of shuffle in the air. Well, most of you being around magic enough know that you're pretty familiar with it. And with a flourish, you see a very large Iruxi arrive, complete with his cape and with two of his associates. And who is ready for some box text?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wish I
we
had
are
counterspell
box
now.
text.
Just counterspell them as they come in. Just
Like,
nope.
Nope.
Hang on.
Okay, game
Wait.
over.
Give me a second. I was gonna.
All right.
That's for box text.
All right. The crowd roars in anticipation as Oggvurm the Merciless and two Iruxi companions step into the center of the arena. Oggvurm drags a massive battle axe behind him and has donned a crimson cloak over his thick rags. With a single swipe, he tears off his cloak and reveals a terrible contraption of tubes, gears, and a large glass cylinder filled with a churning purple liquid strapped to his back. The monstrous warrior addresses the shocked crowd, roaring, "People of Absalom, your time of reckoning is at hand. Die in agony." With that, a thick plume of celadon smoke pours from the device, enshrouding the Ravenel and billowing towards the onlookers in the stands. I will roll them in. All right. So, Rose, you're up first. Yeah,
I'm just mentioning to Sam, do you remember when I was like, yeah, let's get all the Absalom guards involved and just kick the shit out of the dude? And how quietly that went away.
What was spewing gas?
His outfit or something.
Oh.
on his
He's like-
action, if nothing is done, he'll probably be activating his machine, yes. It does a thing.
Okay. Alright, Lenore, don't you dare fucking die. Alright. So
Well-
first action
Yep.
is command. So Lenore is gonna go. Actually, you know what? No, that's fine. Lenore's gonna go 40 feet,
Yep.
and then 2 actions pops off synesthesia at 5th level. Actually, hang on.
Casting synesthesia for him.
No, I'm gonna roll Bardic Lore first. Ooh, that's not a success.
That is not a success.
I will use my big book of.
Trivia,
I will use the big book of trivia to reroll this.
coming soon to Pathfinder Infinite.
34.
There we go. There's a reroll that actually worked.
What's his lowest save?
Just straight for the throat on this.
Yep.
So mean.
You know how little
What did he
interest I have in
do?
combat. I have so little interest in combat.
Uh,
Let's go.
as you could probably imagine, his lowest save is will.
Nice. All right, hallucination. Let's go.
This poor guy.
Wait. Oh, hang on. Let's see. 30 seconds to choose. Synesthesia, hallucination, synesthesia, hallucination, synesthesia, hallucination.
Do.
Roll a d4.
Synesthesia.
Do you want to have lied to Quintus?
Oh, no, God, no. You're quite right. Save, Matt. Save away.
Let's see how he goes.
Ooh, it's a 34. It's a 34. He's affected for 1 round.
So, synesthesia. Clumsy 3. And concealed. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he
and
lose
then-
any actions, though?
No, he doesn't lose any actions. I didn't use slow. Thought about it, but okay. All right. And then Lenore is just gonna back the fuck off with 2 actions.
Well, synesthesia. He starts to kind of look around the arena, looking to his companions, and he's kind of his
Okay,
head's
get
kind
off.
of listing to the side a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so he's just like, ah.
Yeah, as your spell is taking effect, you get the feeling though that it's not going to last too long.
Nope, absolutely not. All right, next.
Next. Well.
Oh, great.
He is clumsy 3. And what does that do?
Wait, why is this guy-
Makes all people, all creatures and objects concealed.
Well, he will have to do the concealment thing, because he wants to activate his machine.
Great.
So, slash D20.
That's a success.
That's a
Yeah.
success.
So, on his action, he will activate the device. This takes up his entire round as he starts to mess with the machinery for it and gets it going. As described earlier, it starts to gout out in a large purple smoke. But that's him done. The mercenary, well, he's just gonna move up to there.
And fortitude saves?
They're fine. But he is going to do a ready action as he brings his weapon down and kind of starts pointing it at Buckshot. Halcyon,
My turn.
it is your turn.
Okay. First, I shall move. How far away is he from me? 5 feet. Wonderful. I shall move.
1 second, I'm about to pop off his
Aura.
aura.
Right to there.
There it is.
I shall
Aura
take
color.
You have Chorus with you, by the way, not Lenore. Lenore doesn't have enough actions to not drop him.
Do I want both of them?
I can't do that. But go ahead. It's up to you.
So are both
just
of
leave
them
her.
on me or not?
No, it's just Chorus for now.
Okay. I shall hide behind this pillar. Then shall shoot him an explosive arrow.
All right.
You don't want to go for
Explosive
you don't want to go for touch of idiocy right off the bat?
I don't want it to be useless because he's too far away.
There.
Because if it's just a success and it doesn't affect him enough, then
Okay, so you're rolling hit.
I am.
That
Close.
got his aura going.
Was I successful in my hide action to be hidden from him?
Presumably.
All right, I'm just going to disable that for the hit. So that that happens immediately, I guess. Oh, fucking hell!
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Hell yes.
Okay, so
That's how
natural
we
20.
started. That's how we started.
Please tell me I was hidden.
I have to check his perception now. Shit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt
so
me
you could
so much
sneak.
if I wasn't. We are
So,
sucking at precision
talk me-
damage on him.
Talk me through explosive bolt. AoE?
I don't know, because it's consumed it from my inventory now.
Oh no! Oh, was that one of the things that I got off of what's her name?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice.
Hang on. No, we've got a spare one. Piece of ammunition is coated in gritty black suit. When activated, it hits a target. The missile
fireball.
explodes in a 10-foot burst, dealing 66 to each creature. Must attempt a basic reflex save.
Well, he'll do his reflex save then. And so will his friend beside him.
Wait, hang on. Do I need to make an attack roll here? No.
You've done your attack roll.
Yeah, you're
It was a critical.
I don't
Yeah,
think
so
I
it
don't think
doesn't. To use the explosive bolt doesn't use the thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's just an interact.
Are you sure that it's not spell strike ammo? They're basically the same.
Yeah,
No,
you're still gonna
spell
hit,
strike
surely.
is the activated. I am so confused here.
Details about that will be clarified in Guns and Gears, which is supposed to be coming out next month. I
Well,
think?
yeah, because some stuff the activation is is a strike.
Yeah.
Pretty much in this case, I'm going to be ruling that the explosive bolt it works on impact, and you just load it like an arrow.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be extra actions to pull a string or anything like that,
Yeah.
because
Does it
that'll make it cleaner and easier.
deal critical damage?
Well, I'm dropping back their successes to fails, if that helps.
Okay. Yep.
So
Okay.
they're both
Nice.
going to take 20.
Nice.
You rolled a 20. Like, it wasn't a dirty 20 or dirty critical.
No. So you activate is an interact action. So it's one action to activate the ammunition, and then when activated, explosive ammunition hits a target. It's just like the spell strike. The spell strike ammunition is activated by casting the spell into it and is then ready to go.
Mm.
This requires 2 actions. So it's one action to interact to
Okay.
do the explosive thing, and then
Yeah,
second action
you-
second action to hit.
Light the fuse,
Sure.
and then you
Oh.
fire it.
And so it definitely hit his AC,
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
which means that because it hit his AC, you roll double damage, but then he got a critical success on his save. So up to Matt. Let me just say, as always, up to Matt. I should shut up.
He will be hurting from it. I'll just
Nice.
say that much. But roll your critical damage with a short bow. This is what I'm... And yes, this is sneak attack damage. You just got through.
Wonderful.
Like,
Oh,
you got the
nice.
number.
52.
52?
Nice.
Let me double check to see if I can debilitating strike him. Strike hits a flat-foot creature and deals damage. Yes. I shall make
Wait, hang
him
on. Whoa,
enfeebled.
whoa. Did you have a third attack, kiddo?
Well, he moved into a sneaking position. Then he
But
activated
the
the arrow.
spell
then
strike
shot.
ammo isn't an attack. It just deals the 66 damage.
He still shot the arrow, though.
Hey, I'm just going what Matt's saying here.
okay.
In the interest of time, Ian,
All right.
so
he's
we're
now
not quibbling
enfeebled
about
one.
it. Enfeebled.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Quintus.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Roll this.
Try to reset it. There we go.
There we go. Cool. What's my success at level?
Oh god,
That's
I
just
think
a
you're good, man.
success.
Just a success? Okay.
It's like 30 at this point. 29, 30, something like that.
Yeah, but it's not a crit. Very good. I'll figure out an aura later. I can move. Does haste give me... Oh, does
Nope.
quicken give me
Just one extra
greater
action.
movement as well?
Negative.
Okay. But I can move 40 from my Bly doodad.
Your sweet boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As the plume upon your helmet ignites into flame.
Yeah, pretty much. So I imagine that this like big purple space is
Poison cloud.
some sort of poison cloud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm guessing the explosive arrow doesn't then ignite the poison cloud. It's not.
No.
This isn't divinity. Okay.
Fun.
Like, that would be fun, but
It is fun. I enjoy it thoroughly when something's trying to heal from poisoning, and I'm just like, no, you blow up now.
I'm gonna as I fly up towards Brave, I'm gonna yell out to Brave and tell him to move up. Get in there. Get happening.
he kind of just looks at the cloud.
Go.
Oh, okay. So, rallying charge.
Yep. You can take a stride.
Okay, let's check his speed quickly.
Or a strike, I guess, if he can throw a boulder from there.
I mean, he'd much rather do that, honestly.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
32. That's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll clock him.
All right.
Buckshot takes out a giant boulder from his sling and flings it at Oggvurm.
I'm
For
sorry,
19
range
damage.
increment 120?
Yeah. You've never
Nice.
you've never fought a giant before?
Matt, have we ever fought a giant before?
Wrong adventure path for it. So, that's you done?
Yes, if he's striking, yep, that's me done. I will land on the ground here.
Detective, what you doing?
Okay, Mata holds out her hands in her normal summoning motion. This one is... You will bring joy to the Nowhere King when he sees the light leaving your eyes.
I will spend the first action of my next turn applauding you.
Wow, okay.
It's
Can you
a
bring
free
him-
act- It's a
Can
free
you bring him
action.
onto the field?
I don't know if I can.
That's okay.
Can I?
This one's
Can
name.
I? Can I?
Alfred.
Matt,
Oh, God.
help.
There you go.
Thanks.
No.
Oh shit!
That's a big boy.
Here.
That's a sick token.
Now,
Just so people can get a good look at it.
Is
Is
that,
that a
a
Remoraz?
yeah.
No. This is a young black dragon.
I thought it was a transformer actually.
It is also... It's a transformer.
It is. I
Um,
fucking knew it.
Nice.
Called out.
It has the Frightful Presence aura, 90 feet.
Nice.
Hey, does that have a save or no?
DC 23 save.
And
Nice
that's
course
for
running
everyone,
around.
or
Oh fuck! Sorry, I didn't realize I had
I
him
mean,
highlighted.
I don't know. I'd be happier if it was just,
what's the range on it?
not us.
We already got
90
free
feet.
50 damage, so pull it up. Can you just drag it to the side?
No.
Okay, I will look it up for you.
Do.
This is
There
a
you go.
young
Thank
black
you.
dragon.
23 will
First
save,
enters
90
the
feet.
area must make a will save.
Okay, so it'll be on their turn.
Hmm.
That's easy done. I think that's you done, though.
That is me done. That takes all my action.
That's
3
that's
actions.
good actions.
Yeah, no, look. You bring a darkened black dragon onto the field as the shadows around the area beside Quintus just immediately start to darken and widen as this clawed creature of wing and scale drags itself up from the darkness and places itself on the ground. A general sense of foreboding and dread fills the area.
Nice.
And Quintus just kind of goes cold.
Oh.
Fun. Well, our dear friend, the other mercenary, has to do a will save. I'm pretty sure he's going to be within 90 feet.
I see a dragon. Fuck.
I think he's
Pass.
okay, though.
Yeah, he's fine.
They had a strategy,
Bullshit.
so for the time being, they're going to stick to it. he's gonna move to there, hopefully. Oh, got that done. He's gonna move to there and ready in action to attack. Now, Buckshock. He still has boulders left.
Yeah, the good man. Good man. Just stick with the boulders for now, Buckshock.
And despite being a giant, he's not dumb.
Good man. I'm so glad to hear that.
So he's gonna throw a boulder at one of the mercenaries, and that will be a hit.
Good.
That'll be a
Now-
critical hit.
Now, how much damage does a boulder do?
I
Well,
think it was a D8.
Is it really?
D8
That's
plus
better.
16.
it's
Plus
okay.
16. Okay.
When it
perfect.
comes to giants, it's not the initial like damage die you need to be worried about.
Mm-hmm.
It's the extra stuff that goes on top. And with one more boulder left, he'll just kind of shrug and draw it for an interact action. And throw one more. See if he can't take out that mercenary.
No.
That will be a no. He hurls the boulder, and it kind of soars wide, kind of rolling itself between all of them.
It has landed. It is stopped. Rest in the middle of the what are the things that are racing? Chariot race track.
Oh God.
Remember that later.
Shall I make a note of that?
Yep.
Detective,
But-
do you have any way to... Detective, do you have any way to stop the flow of the poison?
Excellent question.
Do you have your quick
Oh,
conversation while I
yeah.
do something?
We got some hero points for Buckshock in the,
Nice.
Aw, thanks, G Wizard. Archives of Nephis. Yes, we are finding some paths.
Sorry, who?
Wow, we've got the resource base in
in
the chat. Does that mean does that mean we get
Detective,
bonuses to our recall
anything.
knowledge?
Let's have a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
We're counting the number of tabs.
I have 18 of your tabs open currently.
We're big fans of your work.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with a fairly solid no.
Fuck's sake.
So, any more conversations?
Yeah, what's going on? Well, I'm just killing time.
Well,
Have you got any way to get this thing off his back?
I just sort of point at the dragon.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea. Alright. So, as the fight is starting to happen, we start to see these platforms start to emerge from the ground.
What the fuck?
Obvious magic rings circling around stone platforms as they're starting to shake off the sand and start to rise from the ground.
Jeez, alright.
I just turn to the detective and go, fucking incompetence.
Rose, you're up!
You had one job! I will panic as my first action and give the good detective a small bit of applause for her singing. For my second and third action, I will cast... Oh, fuck me. He's only gonna fail... What's his bonus? Like 26 or 30 or better or something? Yeah, something like that. So we can only get him to fail on things that are like, oh god, I don't have any way to help here. Hudson,
Fire defense.
give me a sign if you want. Oh yeah, Inspire Defense is probably a really fucking good idea.
It's probably a good idea, yeah.
Hey, look, we're inspired.
Nice. Am
Inspiring.
I gonna use a hero point to re-roll that?
No.
Yes, I am. Oh fuck. Please fix that. Yeah, let's reroll that.
Evidence.png.
Yep, I'll add it to the spreadsheet right now. All right, +2 to attack and saves.
All
Inspire
right, thank you
defense,
very
60
much.
feet to everybody. Sorry, +2 to defense and all saves. And then
You have a token to drop, I believe.
Was that a heroic inspire defense?
it wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be though. Inspire tokens. Inspire defense +2. I can't drop it, Matt.
You can't? That's easy done.
No.
I got it up.
We did the same thing last time.
Ba-doop.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it, I've got 3 of them.
Yes.
You casting it on him again?
Boom. Cop that.
Oh god, poor guy.
Get
Hot
clumsy.
Wheels. Cop that.
Poor guy who's trying to kill a crowd by poisoning them. So mean. Ah,
It's
saves.
signatured as well. So can always come out with the 6s.
No!
That's fucky.
Oh, dang.
No effect.
That's not correct. Because I rolled Fortitude when it should have been Will.
It's okay. It was
But
still
it'll
a
still
natural
be a
20.
success.
Yeah.
Well, it'll still be a critical success.
Plus 29.
Can I use my
happens.
hero point to force him to reroll?
No.
Plus 29 he has for fortitude. So unless he literally gets a natural 1, we can't hit him with any of our effects.
Roger that.
He's good for the Fortitude. It's why he doesn't care about the poison.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
All right, that's my turn.
Alright. Speaking of him,
Mm-hmm.
he's just gonna smile and just kind of do a
Can you do a
perception
save
check.
first?
He passes.
He is infeared. Or whatever.
He would need a natural 1.
I mean, his will save's not that great. He will
The
succeed.
DC is 23 and he has a plus 23.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna
If
do
you
it
get
for
that
you.
natural 1 at any time.
Worth checking. Worth
I
for
checking.
any of
mean-
the saves for anything that we're trying to make him save for, that'd be great.
He's gonna take a couple of moments to just perceive the area. Doing a seek action. Oh,
Fuck's sake.
hello.
Far out.
So he sees you, Halcyon.
Right.
I mean, he
Oh.
already did see me. I shot him.
Well,
Yeah.
but he
okay.
still has
Well,
to
yeah.
seek to see where it goes
Free,
from.
free natural 20 wasted. Go team.
Nice.
I wouldn't say wasted. He's kind of hurting now.
I would.
He's
Um,
wasted an action and a natural 20.
Let
He's
me
rolled 2 natural
let
20s
us
in a row.
devalue your
He
successes,
did.
Matt. It makes us feel better.
Fine, can have it.
All right, what's he doing?
All right. Well, he's just gonna look at Buckshot and go, "Well, I'll take you down first."
No.
No.
First stride. Second stride. When it's Buckshot's turn, he'll have to do a fortitude save. So will the dragon, but I don't think that'll be an issue to begin with. Claw attack.
Good.
Yup.
Jeez.
Plus
Well.
28. He has to roll a 1 to miss any of us. To miss me rather.
Ooh, it's in reach.
As Oggvurm kind of goes out with his claw and swings it, some of the tattoos on Buckshot start to glow,
Mhm.
and a barrier just appears before him as he brings his club up to defend, and the claw takes most of the hit. Sorry,
Do
the
it, Nick.
shield takes most of the hit.
Do it, Nick, because you should do your thing, because it might stop him from getting crit. Hang on. Chill on that for a second. Or did he already not get crit?
Like I said, there was a magical effect that went off.
Okay. Nick,
Nice.
I'm
Do your
trying.
thing.
I'm trying. The thing doesn't like me.
What you trying to do?
Tails.
Nick
tail
gets a tail.
lash.
Nick gets a tail slap.
How do I make work?
We just duck.
Select the dragon first.
Tail swipe? Tail lash?
Tail lash. Select dragon.
So, some kind of runic
Oh,
thing
God.
triggered?
And
Oh.
one of the tattoos.
Well-
triggered, yeah.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
The tattoos
Oh.
along Buckshock's chest start to glow. You can see it even through the armor as it kind of emerges out and forms this shield that kind of sits in front of him,
Okay.
negating the critical.
Nice. That's very good.
Is this a fortification rune effect?
No, it's a tattoo magic effect.
Oh. Regardless.
All right.
I kind of want to.
Is that
All
his
right,
turnover?
next mercenary. Yeah, that's him done. He's stride
Stride,
twice.
bite.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And speaking of, he has to do a will save.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I think he's good.
Probably passed. Yep.
And he's going to strike out with his javelin in close combat. That's going to hit.
Oh, did you give? What's Buckshuck's AC out of curiosity?
It's being risen by 2. So
Okay,
it's
so
a
you're giving him his DR3 and stuff like that.
yes, actually, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So
You're
I-
inspired!
I just didn't remember if you knew.
That's all good. Now,
The
damage.
token. I can move the token. Nice.
His token's mine to control.
It is
So,
his token.
9. Gotcha. Done. Alright. And for his second action, he's going to throw the javelin at the dragon.
Sick.
Ah.
There we go. Wouldn't let me roll the first one again. I don't think that's going to hit.
Its AC is 25.
So plus 2
25.
AC.
Because of
Ooh,
the
miss.
inspired defense. So,
Hooray!
the javelin strikes and skids across his scales, but kind of just falls off, not affecting anything. Halcyon.
He looks thoroughly unimpressed.
Wonderful. How far away am I? While ways, but enough to get in range. Quintus will be able to back me up.
Or so you hope.
Right.
I wish I got Lenore onto your shoulder.
2 actions to stride,
Double
Yep.
stride.
and I am going.
Okay, so, as the resident rogue in the group, as you're adjacent with him, you have a good look at the device. If you want, you can use thievery checks to try to disable it.
Oh, I can. Wonderful. Yeah, kind of would have hoped to have the sabotage skill here. That
It would be
fantastic.
great.
I mean, from
Um,
Divinity.
No, from Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Same premise, I think. Okay. The thievery checks, would that take an action? Or
Yes.
What's
There'll be an action
what's
for a
the-
thievery check.
Okay.
I make a suggestion. Hit him this turn because you're only getting 1 hit.
Yeah.
And then on a turn when you've got
See if
so
you
I
can
shall
just
quick
rip
draw.
it all off.
And
Quick draw stab.
I am inspired by. I'm not inspired by Quintus. I'm not.
No, not
no,
sorry.
sadly,
Just a
you're
little
not
bit
in
out.
range.
That's it. Stab. 31.
31. Well, I got some good news about him. His armor
AC's not
class
very
isn't
high.
great.
Wonderful. That's a successful stab, I guess.
Nice.
I don't think his clumsy. Oh no, he was clumsied again, wasn't he?
No,
no,
he critically
he
critically
succeeded.
succeeded.
No
Crit
effects.
succeed.
So that'll just be a
Gross.
standard hit then.
Okay. Damage.
He is flat-footed because of your gang up thing.
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
Nice damage.
And I shall re-enfeeble him.
That's some
37.
solid. God, look at all those dice. Oh, it's so
Love it.
nice.
Re-enfeebled?
Satisfying.
Re-enfeebled. I don't want him to hit shit.
Well, I have just kept it there then. That's you done?
Yeah.
Quintus.
Alright, how tall are these pillar things?
Look, they're pretty much, they wouldn't even be difficult terrain at this point.
They're just coming out of the
they
sand now.
just
The
coming
sand is
out of the
yeah,
sand.
the sand
Okay,
is just
yep.
shaking off the top of the Mala dune or something like that.
Yep, gotcha.
Please don't stand on top of them. Please don't fucking stand on top of them.
What? Why not? It'd be so cool, right?
Sorry.
If I do stand here, I can
What's-
give everyone bonuses to my the hitting, I think.
I will need a fortitude save from you as well, Quintus.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I can do that.
And Halcyon, I'll get one from you as well.
Right.
If you want to leave it till next turn, I do understand. I forgot to make you roll it.
And another +2 from status bonus.
I got a 42.
You're
on my
fine.
fortitude.
I got a
Excellent.
32.
Ooh. That's with your bonus as well?
That is with my bonuses.
Did you add up?
Got my
Yes.
antidote and I got my status bonus on.
Yep.
Congratulations, you just passed.
Neat.
I will roll one for Chorus shortly after I figure out whether he's
He's
immune
a,
to
he's, a,
poisons.
he's a construct.
Is this just flat poison?
Chorus is immune because he's a construct.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't need to breathe. So.
He doesn't breathe.
33 to hit the big dude.
That'll be enough.
That'll
It's
be
not
enough.
enough for a critical, though.
No, that's alright. Does anyone have anything that happens when I hit them?
I think some people might have some things that happen when you
Well,
hit
Just,
them.
just do the thing.
just do it.
Alright, I will deal 20 damage with the thermal lance.
Ugh. That wasn't a very
No.
effective attack.
Everyone gains some temporary hit points.
We gain temporary hit points?
You gain 3 temporary hit points. Use them
Oh,
wisely.
yeah! Nice.
Fucking bullshit.
Thanks.
26 doesn't hit.
26
Oh,
will hit.
27. It's a 27, and
He forgot to add. He forgot.
and
to
then
add
he's
Bill's
flat-footed
thing.
against it too, so it's 29.
Nice.
Not a critical. It will hit, though.
Nice.
Remember your pluses.
Yeah.
I can't track them all for fuck's
he's
sake.
in range. I
Sammy,
forgot about it.
do you want to do the? No, you do it. You got this, bro.
You do your
roll
thing.
it.
Alright. Yes.
27 damage.
Whoa. I've got to check something. Yep, that's fine.
No, I still want the enfeebled on him. Just having him deal less damage
You're done.
and less ability to hit is just so much better for us.
Quintus, continuing.
Alright, yep.
Are you done?
Yeah. I am gonna try knockdown on the mook dude.
Nice.
So I will
Oh,
give him
that's
Yeah,
a
that'll do it.
panache.
a 40 to hit. Should hit.
Yeah, no, that's prone and a d6 damage.
Panache for sale.
I'll take. Oh, I don't get a panache at the moment. I will crit for 48 damage, and then I
Oh,
will
God.
follow that up with a trip as part of knockdown with no penalty, other than the I'm already at -5.
This mercenary in the back's kind of considering his life choices at the moment.
You really
Uh,
should.
are you out of actions?
I am now,
Damn.
and that's
Okay.
a 30 to trip.
Against his reflex AC,
Yeah.
that will not be enough. Oh, wait, no, that will be enough.
Yay! Now I have panache. Woo!
Congrats.
Wait, sorry, was that against Oggvurm?
No, the small dude.
Yeah, that'll be successful.
Cool. He's on his butt.
All right, detective.
Go. Setting off tackle. Out of curiosity, do the two lizard boys speak Draconic?
Don't believe so, but that's one of those things you'd have to test.
Well, Dragon looks at them and says in Draconic, "Thank you so much for lining up for me."
Oh God. Oh. So that'll be a line.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well-
Good damage.
that's 60 damage, all told. That's
He will succeed, so he'll take half damage from that. But that's just the mercenary. So
I thought
what does this
mercenary
look
was
like as
tricked.
I'm doing this?
It's still a 26,
Didn't-
Nick.
The dragon just unleashes a breath weapon of
Oh.
acid directly in a line, going straight down at first and then kind of zipping up real quick.
Yeah, kind of releasing the gout of acid as it burns through the sand and lifts its head, just bringing it all the way up the two of them. They
Mhm.
manage to kind of step out of the way of a lot of it, but they still kind of get hit a fair bit. They're not happy with that. All right.
I don't know why that rolled privately. Could you tell me what that is?
2.
Reveal.
Yay!
Okay, so I can do that again in 2 rounds.
Nick,
And yes.
that roll was above average.
Yay!
Yeah, right.
That was an
And
above
with-
average damage roll. I'm so proud.
I need to move. How much can I move? 25 feet?
Someone has donated
that's-
or Puddin has donated a hero point for whomever needs it.
Ah, muy obrigado, Pudin.
At the point that we make a critical save or something that is
You know
going
what? I'm going
poorly.
to donate that one to Bill, because Bill's already used one.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's true.
Bill had to
It's
use one
fucking
for a
waste.
sad thing.
Mm-hmm. I misread the thing a bit, and I thought
Detective, your odds are bad.
yeah, I thought it took a minute for me to try again, but that's only if I crit failed, which I didn't.
Do you remember
Oh.
that they're flooding this area?
Oh.
And then, aiming at the big boy, she punches out a chilling darkness.
Nice.
All right. So,
His defense is up right now.
whose defenses?
Is it just defense or?
Yeah, just defense.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Ooh,
I mean,
39 to hit.
that'll be
Crit?
critical.
Nice.
Whoa!
Yeah.
His armor class is not great.
I
This
don't
is
know
where
how
I
to make
find
it-
out he's immune to crits, though.
I don't know how to make it critical for a spell.
What level was that cast at?
I think
3?
if you roll it, then you can hit double after the fact.
You should be able to do that, yeah. So roll your damage.
Just level 3.
Okay.
Oh, it's still a lot of dice.
32 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh no, not
No,
Tenebrae!
I don't know.
Why did you
Stop
just
it.
do that? Why did you just do that to yourself?
If you haven't actually targeted something, then it just kind of goes on to whatever's currently selected.
Why are you
Okay.
hitting yourself? Why are you hitting
Pretend
yourself?
that I didn't hit myself like an idiot.
God.
We're
Oof.
good.
Oof. You're mowing through his hit points.
Now, if he's a good person, that hurts him more.
he's not a good person. I'm
This
sorry.
would be a wild thing right now.
We'll talk about this. Extra damage to good people.
Alright, is that you done there?
That's me done. Yeah, that's.
Alright. Well, the mercenary kind of surveys the field and kind of doesn't want to get into that mess of melee that's currently going on.
It is a bit of a mess of a melee.
So, hey, Halcyon.
Are we concealed in the poison cloud?
Ooh, things that are outside are concealed. Thank you for the reminder.
Ooh. No, that's a success.
That is a success because it's a flat check.
Yeah.
So, Javelin. Froze.
Ouch.
36. Does that hit?
Got
Well,
it.
it should
Yes.
hit. Is it a critical, though?
Fuck no.
As the javelin embeds into your body. God.
You never know if the enemy donates time working in soup kitchens on the weekends. You always gotta check.
Yeah, yep.
Valid
true.
point.
That's so true.
I mean... 11 damage. I mean, these mercenaries could do other stuff on the
8
weekend. It's
damage.
Oh.
8 damage.
Shit me, yeah, 8 damage.
fine. I'm just gonna pull this over here.
Nice. Can anyone
I was
move
trying not
this?
to make it take
No.
up screen space. You perfectly aligned it. Oh my god. Now it looks like an Antichrist symbol.
Oh god. For his second action, Yeah, he's gonna draw his scimitar and start making his way around here.
Making his way downtown.
Buckshock! Well, I don't want him to do much damage to the big boss man, so he's gonna be swinging at the mercenary.
He gets a
Good thing
+2
he's
to hit.
inspired. +3.
+3.
+3, goddamn. Alright.
Wait, hang on. You did upgrade the stick, right?
Yeah.
No. Did not upgrade the stick.
No, I didn't update. I didn't update it on my sheet. Do I have to do something to it?
Oh god.
Just change it to a greater striking ring.
Okay.
Someone's about to get struck.
Up in.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
I'm glad we took this guy.
Glad you took the time to get to know him and convince him that, yeah, no, you're a good person. We like you.
Even though he's absolutely a stone giant.
So what should it be? Potency runes plus
Striking ring, greater striking.
Well,
striking rune, greater striking. Got it. Yep. Thank you.
he
Oh
brings
my
his
God.
break club down and, well, almost smashes the mercenary to bits. And then he's going to do...
A windmill.
No, because he actually hit, so he can't do that.
Nick, I'm so
hey.
proud of myself right now.
That guy-
Calling Brave Buckshock a stoner works on 3 different levels.
He will, however, start grappling the mercenary.
Oh, right. He's gonna pin him. Jeez. Pink mist. Yeah.
I think it's less so pinning and more so, nailing to the ground.
I mean, he was
Just
already
just
prone, right?
standing on him. Yeah, just like
Yeah,
there's just a
putting a
foot
fucking
outstretched.
Chest-sized foot on top of his torso.
He
All
leans
right.
over, he peers perilously at him, and he goes, "Stay."
Yeah, is that a crit success on the
Uh-oh.
athletics check?
Well, he's grabbed either way.
Chat seems to think it's restrained if it's a crit success.
I will have to check in a second.
Mhm.
As the platforms
That's totally
start to
not Lofty's
rise,
familiar.
they
Oh,
begin
yeah, it
to
does.
take flight 5 feet off the ground. As the magic circles upon the stone tablets start to glow and spin. Detective Quintus, you're
Hey.
both raised into the air 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, cool.
Fuck yeah.
But we're still standing on a platform.
Yeah. Unless you don't want to be.
Now, this is what being tall must feel like.
And yes, Chad is correct. That will be restrained instead.
Nice.
Rose.
It's Rose's turn.
There's no reason for Chorus to hit right now because you've already used your reaction, right, Sammy?
Correct.
Okay.
The benefit of Bill going directly after me.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
the detective
times
getting
too
ready to
well.
get spun off of these things right here?
No. The stone itself is staying kind of in place, just kind of floating.
The
The
rune
magic
rise.
circle, or the runes, are circling.
Okay. Quick recognition spell. I'll use my reaction as that happens to recognize spell.
Do it.
Please do not dispel.
Do it. That would be bad.
Just a 10-foot drop. Ah!
28, success.
28. Probably some form of levitation. Probably not full flight.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. All right. For
It's
the first thing
simple
on my
enough,
turn,
but
I'm just gonna. Can I just delay till the end of the round?
Inspire
Whoa.
defense again, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. Inspire defense. Well, I'm getting ready to deal with anything else. I mean, they're both already dead. This is almost over. I don't really want to burn anything else. But yeah, let's inspire defense.
You don't have to, it doesn't have to be heroic. Just
Yeah, but if I do anything, it's gonna burn my turn. But oh yeah, it's just inspire defense.
Mhm.
And then
yeah, nope, absolutely. He's gonna die.
command.
Yep.
Lenore will fly to here.
Oh god, yep. I think I know
And
what's coming. Yeah, there we go.
Murder by Crow.
Order by Crow.
27.
27 to hit.
That will just hit. Their armor class is 27.
22 damage.
Yes!
There we go.
So good.
33 to hit.
That'll absolutely hit, and another
16 damage.
As
Okay, cool.
the Raven begins to rip into him with occult magic energy, Lenore used Air Slash.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
Did it? I cannot possibly advise this. All right, and then Chorus
Really is
will.
brutal.
Actually, you know what? Let's do the fortitude thing that isn't on her sheet anymore. Can we do that? The
Weird crow.
Weird crow?
Embrace
Can
the
we do that?
weird or something. What it was.
Erase the weird thing?
Yeah, if you want to bring it up. Not on there anymore?
No, because she hasn't. No, because it's not on. It got left on roll 20. You know what? It's okay. That's
Right.
the end of my turn. Chorus is gonna punch once, then I'll be done.
Alright.
Actually, Chorus will punch twice. 26 to hit
26, that will hit.
and 18.
18 will miss.
12 damage.
He's okay with that. I
Alright, I'm
he's
done.
not okay, but you know. Alright.
Very nice, very nice. Chat is aghast by your Familiar's fighting abilities.
The familiar fighting thing is a homebrew thing. It's something I'm currently working on, and with Pathfinder Infinite announced, you might be seeing it soon.
Woo!
Well, Oggvurm is, he's not having a fun time at the moment. So, he's got to step.
Oh. Interesting.
And then he's going to stride.
Oh.
And then he's going to take cover.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And
That's
while
it?
that's happening,
Child! Come back and fight us!
something else will happen, but he currently has concealment, so... But that will be him done. The guy on the ground who is currently restrained by Buckchuck's giant foot on his chest.
Prone,
Surely he
flat-footed,
just passes.
immobilized, and restrained.
Surely he just passes.
Yeah, no, look.
Just tap the ground,
Tap
buddy.
out.
Just tap the
Just,
ground.
yeah, there we go.
You
Good
got
man.
nothing.
Good man.
There's
Smart boy.
there's just a slight bit of movement from Buckchuck's feet, and he just like, you know what? Nope.
Yeah,
Nah.
before he gets a fucking boulder dropped on his head.
Halcyon, fortitude save.
Yeah, yep.
Oh no, something's about to happen with the champion. It's fine.
Yeah, he about to die.
No, he's about to turn into an eldritch abomination. He's just gonna go.
I attack him with a dragon.
I want you to remember this day, Nick. I sent my Lenore, my beautiful, beautiful bird, between you and an enemy who is coming for you.
36.
I'm
you're
10
fucking-
feet in the air.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
The stones didn't lift. You're still on the ground level.
Oh,
I
no, they've
clarified.
lifted.
No, the stone's lifted. They're not. The stones aren't spinning. We're not gonna fall off them.
Oh.
They're
I thought I
literally
asked
just
that really clearly.
they're literally just floating tablets.
It's only the things that are spinning. I thought it was only the things that were floating and spinning, but no, the stone is floating. Ah, see, now I understand.
What you doing, Halcyon?
I've been muted. If I want to negate his cover, am I able to position in such a way?
He's actually done an action to take cover,
Okay.
despite being a large creature, so he'll still get the +2 bonus, even if you position yourself a bit better. He's kind of grabbed around the rock, but being a large-sized token,
Right. Well, seeing as it doesn't do anything, I will use the
Just
touch of
get with
idiocy
it.
arrow.
Just get within 5 feet. Cover doesn't matter. Okay, cool.
I will drop my sword and use the touch of idiocy arrow. Free hand to load it.
Have we attached all of your stuff to roll will save, Matt?
we'll say.
Have we attached all of your stuff to your belt yet, like with cords? Pass. Fail.
Oh, chords.
That's a
me.
fail. Phew.
I wish that would have happened earlier. All right. Sticking it in chat.
Thank you. Stupefied.
Not sure
2.
if I still do the damage for the arrow or not.
He's stupefied too. You do not. That's not what. It's just like the thing earlier. Whenever you use a special type of ammunition, you don't actually make the damage roll.
So he's stupefied too.
Nice.
Where is it? There it is. All right, he is stupefied too, and he's no longer enfeebled.
For now.
For now. Quintus, wait.
No, that's not the
Halcyon
end of my
still
turn.
has 2 actions.
Rude.
What?
I will now interact to pick up my lancet. And can you free action drop multiple things?
As long as you're holding him in your hands.
Yeah, I think if you're holding multiple things, you can drop
Yeah.
everything.
All right, I'll drop the short bow and then quick draw a frost vial.
All right.
I really.
Does this count to multi attack penalty from the EDC arrow?
Didn't. Did you make an attack roll? Then yes, it does.
Yeah, we'll just do it anyways. +3 and
Thank you,
roll
Puddin.
35.
35.
Good
Yeah,
roll.
no, that's gonna hit.
Nice.
Heck yeah, the sub's getting dropped in chat. Thanks, Puddin.
Appreciate it a lot.
Takes 9 cold damage.
Yeah, well. He's fine
Right.
with that.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Lenore, how you doing over there? You need an out?
Did it? I would love one.
All right, let's get over here. Let's do one of these. I will like fly down gracefully from my plinth on high. Marsh. +3. Add. 40 to hit.
Yeah, no, that'll hit.
That'll just hit.
No, it'll be a critical. It's fine.
That'll crit. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see the proper damage of this weapon for the first time. I think I saw some D12s there, or extra D10s. That's 58 damage, much better. 3d10.
Yeah, he's not good.
And
he takes persistent fire damage.
persistent fire damage of 1d6.
I think it was 1d10 or d12.
Thanks to
Oh,
Foundry,
the room.
I actually have a thing for
Figure
this
it out.
now. 1d6.
An excellent strike, my boy. An excellent strike.
All right. Now, persistent damage should go automatically on his turn.
Cool. Do you need to tell me how much it is? Do I need to tell you? Yeah.
I've got the d6 already set up into the formula
Okay,
for it.
yeah,
So
cool.
hopefully
D10
it should...
persistent.
D10.
D10.
Yeah, I remember it wasn't a d6 for the persistent damage.
D10's far more reasonable at our level.
Alright, so that's 2 actions. I can, if need be, grab Lenore out of the way and switch places.
She's not gonna die. It's fine.
Yeah. So,
Thank you so much, Pudding.
Alcyon or Buckshuck, would you like to attack?
Sure.
Alright, Halcyon, go for it. Hit him again!
Halcyon, do you have anything in your hands that you're currently
Oh
capable
no, I
of
don't
using?
have the. I
Didn't
don't
think
have
so.
anything. No.
Okay.
Sorry, brother.
Dang it.
Buckshuck, you got another boulder?
He doesn't.
He does
Oh,
not.
Okay. Lenore,
He
you
had
want to
3.
move away?
No, but Lenore will attack. You want?
Okay. That'll do it.
Oh, I can't select Lenore. Have to select me. Ooh, 28 to hit.
28?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I can check that actually. That will hit.
For 10 damage.
He's not looking so crash hot.
Oh my god. You're
Fine.
Reacting on your own turn.
Use your topple, your reactionary topple.
Oh my god. So you just used 2 actions to give Lenore an action, which
Uh-huh.
gave you a reaction.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's turtles all the way down.
It is. Yeah. And I get some sweet
Do
cash from that.
it. Fuck yeah.
Ah.
no. Does that mean you
Natural
lose all your
one.
panache?
I mean, that was good.
I'm not sure. I'll have to
I don't
look
think
into
you
that.
do. It's just wait until you get tripped, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
I think that is my turn. So do I get my reactions at the end of my turn? At the start of my turn? How does that work?
At the end, I believe it's at the end of your turn. Your reactions.
Reactions
reset.
regenerate at the end, yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. time to use
Nice.
it then.
Detective. Cackle.
But enough for cackle.
Yep.
My good friend takes flight. Hello.
That will trigger his attack of opportunity.
Sure.
He's gonna take it. Not gonna let that go.
You got a fortitude save for the dragon, Nick?
Excellent question.
Ooh, I think that'll be a critical.
Hey. All
Yeah, the dragon's certainly not looking so hot.
right.
Oh wow.
So
40 damage from the claw.
acceptable.
And what was it? 18. So critical.
Yes.
Well, he takes 8d6 poison damage
Okay.
as the poison starts to run through his system. The poor thing.
How much poison damage is that?
I can roll the damage for you. Be like, oh, okay.
Right.
Like all at once, or
I mean,
That was Lenore.
Why is Lenore rolling 8d6?
Someone said 8d6, so I just typed /r 8d6.
Ah, okay.
fair enough. That works. All right. Continue with the dragon.
Okay. Hang on, I'm just updating its HP. Okay.
You gain reactions at the start of your turn.
He is there, so
Okay.
he will. Where is?
Chat is informing me you regain your reactions at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Jaws.
I trust you.
Probably not going to hit him.
25. I believe
Yeah.
that will hit. Yep.
Oh wow. For a 32 acidy damage.
God, that's like a bit of damage.
He doesn't like that.
You like dragons?
That's the 2 actions done for him though.
Yep, that's
We
for
know.
him. I will now take a step over here.
1
looking
action
down
left.
at
Oh wait, 2 actions left.
That
You're fine.
silly
It's
little
okay.
boy. If I were you, I would tap out and hope a cleric can make it as soon as possible.
It's gonna stop burning in a second.
Oh, come on, me.
Yeah, it's true.
Do better, me.
He's a little bit distracted at the moment with, the flaming disarm kind of
Yeah.
being waved in his face.
I think he's probably just going to tap out from fire.
Probably.
I mean... Alright, that's you done?
That's me done.
Wait, what about your other 3 actions?
I got nothing. I could probably put him out of his misery. but
Command
that's
your
about it.
dragon if you want.
What?
Command your dragon.
She's already done it. That's what Cackle does. As a
Is
part
it not
sustaining a spell for a summoned creature.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It
It
can
does
only
the
have
command.
you can only command a minion maximum of 2 actions per turn. Okay, got it.
I could try and put this fool out of his misery.
You've got 2 actions left. You can
Might as
cantrip
well.
the fucker. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Just
5 foot steps, not a free action.
punch him.
Oh, did Nick 5 foot step?
Yep.
Oh, never mind. You've got 1 action then. My B.
Punch.
Ignore that spell.
Alright, that's fine. Well, him. He's gonna do his best to kind of stand his ground here. Hey Quintus, how you doing?
Yeah, alright. How are you?
Bill, that sounded so lovely.
So casual, it's fine.
yeah.
33 gonna hit?
I'll
Probably
raise
not.
shield. No.
Oh, fucking, yeah, right. He's gonna swing out with his second action at Lenore.
31.
31 uses your armor class.
That will just hit.
Alright.
I don't have a reaction, so I can't trade.
It's
places
okay.
with you.
It's not
Sorry.
going to be a lot of damage.
Oh no, look, I hate attacking familiars.
12 damage. You should though. You shouldn't. You should feel free to hit Lenore a couple
Yeah.
times so that
Yeah,
that she
Lenore
becomes,
was ballsy, but that
yeah.
is the risk that Lenore took, right?
absolutely. But then
Oh
Lenore's,
no, that's why I did it. But
you just gotta hit them once or twice, and then they're out of the fight. So I'm not
Yeah.
willing to risk them.
and he's gonna end with a tail strike because that has agile.
Then again, I literally sent Lenore there because I thought that Marta and Tenebrae were on ground level.
27 is gonna miss.
Miss.
All right. Brave Buckshot. Well, he takes 6 damage. And yes, that damage is processing just fine. I love that. Fuck
Cool.
Foundry.
Nice stuff. Good setup, Matt. That stuff's not always plug and play.
Mm.
The
No,
good
it's
shit, my
not.
dude.
This is why I test things and prepare. Anyway, Buckshot. He knows what's going down.
Oh, he's getting on the thing.
He's getting on a platform.
Nice.
Buckshot, should we be worried?
As he kind of climbs up onto the platform, because they're 10 feet into the air now, he kind of points to the doors that are starting to open up around the arena. And as we get to the end of the round, we hear rushing water start to flow out.
Oh yeah.
Am I an idiot? Was I just super tired last week? Did we know that they were gonna flood the arena?
Yep.
Okay. I just completely forgot.
Well, no, they said there was going to be a whirlpool. We didn't know that we were going to flood the entire arena, though.
Right where we're fighting as well?
Water begins to fill the arena. It's not, it's rushing out, so anyone who is still on the ground, I need you to make reflex saves.
All right.
Oh, thank God. Are you sure you don't want it to be an athletics save?
You can do athletics or reflex.
No. I want to do reflex. It's just, I know I'll fail the athletics. All right, here you go. Reflex, I'll be fine.
Why do you want to fail?
Because it just makes it, thematically, it makes sense. Rose is not fit. Well, he's fit. He's just, little muscles. Little.
Fit, but he knows it.
Yeah.
So, everyone who is on the ground is fine. The Iruxi don't have to make this save. I'm ruling the dragon is currently on the boulder, so he's fine. But anyone who is on the ground and not a platform, be known that it is a case of that they're currently that you'll be moving through difficult terrain.
How deep
Okay.
is the water currently?
It's
Fuck,
that-
Shuck!
It's
Grab some
knee
lizard.
high for you, Quintus.
Yep. Good.
All right.
Which means it's already up to my hips.
Also, the platforms raise a further 10 feet into the air.
Okay, they're 20 feet in the air currently.
They are 20 feet into the air. And with that, considering the time, do we want to take a quick 10-minute break?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It sounds like a plan.
All right,
So
rushing back.
we might push this a little bit further. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take a quick 10-minute break. Thank you for all the follows and the subscriptions. I know it's September, but I kind of feel bad asking for them. That said, I do have a goal. If I manage to get to 15 subs, it unlocks the next emoji, and I'll be putting in the box text emoji. And I
Yeah,
promised that I will do some sort of box text video where I just do box text for like 10 minutes or something.
ASMR box text.
ASMR box text.
Yeah, that. So, if I get there... Anyway, 10-minute break. We're just gonna grab a drink and stuff like that because my mouth is absolutely feeling hoarse. So, see you then. And we're back! So, Rose, it's your turn. As the water is starting to rise. At its current height, your head is pretty much just above water.
Yep. So first action
Yep.
is House of Imaginary Walls,
Yep.
and just like as best of a slope as I can make it.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know. What is it? Can we just say it's like a 10-foot slope, like it gets 10 feet into the air?
Yes, we can say
I'm not
that.
good with trigonometry. All right.
That's fine. That will give you
Second.
get you above order.
Okay. Second action, climb the slope. And then third action, command.
Drown.
Is Chorus in range? 60 feet? 45 feet. All right. So
Just.
three actions. So Lenore can take one and Chorus can take one. Murder by Crow. Oh, Chorus, there's no point for Chorus to take actions. Chorus will ready an action to resupply Halcyon with something that he needs.
Okay.
Put something in his hand, basically.
Okay.
Halcyon
a la
dropped a
the
couple of
valet.
things on the ground. Can Chorus pick them up?
Is that okay?
We'll allow it if you use your
Okay.
hand action.
Okay. It's part of the valet thing. You can home things. Anyway,
Yeah, like before
it's
they
okay
float
if
away.
that doesn't work out. Anyway, Lenore will make 2 attacks with Murder by Crow. 34.
Yep, that'll hit.
Nice.
That too will hit.
26. Are you sure 26 hits?
Ooh, actually. No, 26 won't hit.
Didn't think so. Cool. 15 damage.
Is it 26? Oh, -5.
-5. +2. Oh, sorry, 27. Does 27 hit?
27
Maybe.
does hit.
Roll damage. Thank you, Bill. Bless you. 9 damage. 24 damage. Nice.
Hey!
He was murdered by a crow.
Hey, nice. Where is Twitch? Let's log on to Twitch and give Matt a villain point for that.
So joyous.
Sam was asking me earlier if I had an alt account in chat. I want it known that I did not.
You do not?
No. I don't know what it was. There we go.
If it's only one crow, could you call it attempted murder?
I don't know. Oh wait, does it say murder by crows? No, it says murder by crow. Ah, nice. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Oggvurm. Well, his first action is going to strike out at the dragon.
Bitch.
Really?
Roll damage.
That's a natural 20. So, how attached are you to the dragon?
I mean, not by the hip. He has a name. He's dead.
He's dead?
He's gone.
Oh, poor
Would you
fucker.
like me to delete him?
Pop. Yeah, I don't know
How does it look like when he disappears, though?
how. He's smiling and laughing at Oggvurm as his flesh just sort of, his entire form just drips away like heavy oil.
Leaving like a
Oh,
slick
nice.
in the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, I
like
hate it.
oil, Like
That's
oil
my
on
dragon puddle
canvas.
over there.
Yeah, like
Dragon
oil on
puddle.
canvas. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it. With that, Oggvurm just kind of slams his hands together and starts to close his eyes and focus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
Still stupefied, right?
Doesn't require a skill action to do what he's doing.
Okay.
But could it?
Alright, Halcyon, what you doing? You are knee deep in water, and the water is rising.
Wonderful. All right.
The platforms are 20 feet in the air at this point.
All right. I tug on my ear. Am I finishing him?
No response.
If you can.
No response. We don't have it up.
Oh.
Right.
It has been 2 days.
You do get through to Brave, though. Because we can telepathically talk with them, right?
Well, so Brave has the ability to message
Oh, okay, right.
as a free action.
They have to initiate it, yep.
Never mind. I shout out.
I hear a lot of rushing water and some muffler. I say, "What?"
Indeed. I need to bring Chorus with me.
Keep in mind that you are in difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's a good thing I've got 30 feet of movement.
Just reminding you.
Yeah.
Athletics check to climb onto the top of the rock.
Go.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Just keeping you honest, it's fine.
And I guess I'll start poking.
Start a poking. So, move action, attack.
Move. I will intimidating glare.
I mean, that's against his
Still
will
have-
DC, isn't it?
Yep.
It's
Still
not
have
great
Dread
at the moment.
Striker. Where is it? Yeah, intimidation. It isn't going to be fantastic, but hopefully it'll be enough.
I mean, he's stupefied at the moment. But that will not be enough, unfortunately. A 29 will not intimidate him.
Dang it.
But, one action.
Oh, why did I bother? Chorus is on top of me.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I
Chorus
wasn't
is-
going to
Chorus
remind
is
you,
still
though.
on your shoulder. By the way, the next time you need to use an interact action, Chorus is using the valet feature. So, like, he can. The next time you need to make an interact action, he makes it for you.
Nice. Alright, well. This makes me feel stupid, but I'm stabbing him.
Alright.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I mean, that'll hit.
It'll hit? Oh, jeez.
No,
Dang it,
wait,
not
you're in difficult
hitting.
terrain, aren't you? No, that won't help because you got flat-footed. Never mind, that'll hit. Is that up and down at the moment? Yeah, he's okay with that.
Why didn't that apply sneak attack damage?
I'm not sure. Because it should have.
Should have.
Just roll it separately. It's all good.
3d6 and enfeeble.
11?
Yeah.
He less likes that. I'm starting to automatically remember where all the debuff things are. That should tell you something about how these fights usually go.
Buff City.
That's you done?
That's me done, because I wasted a stupid action on an intimidate check that I didn't need.
Wentis.
Rose, do you need a lift?
Yes, please.
Alright. Jump over here. Let's do some... can I click it from in here? No. Oh, you're not actually that heavy, are you?
No.
No, you probably
I'm-
are.
I'm light.
He's like 40 soaking wet.
Yeah, and I'm not even wearing like anywhere near my full carry weight.
So what does
What's
that
a month?
equate to in bulk?
Look,
I think I'm
Which is-
like 5 or 6 bulk.
yeah, look, the lifting belt, you got 20 strength. You can lift him.
Alright. Jump on, buckaroo.
All right.
So I move 15. I can get to...
My fucking
Yeah,
whatchamacallit has
here.
crashed again, by the way.
Oh god, again.
Yeah, and I cannot get back on. It's the same thing that happened like a couple weeks ago. Where every time I try, it just goes wrong.
It's so weird. Well,
What are... How many actions did that take me to
Um,
fly over there, pick up Rose, deposit Rose on platform?
well, he could let go for free. So 2
Yep.
actions.
Okay. Halcyon, you still got a reaction?
Oh, yeah.
You want to use it again?
I want him to
Move
die,
up.
yeah.
Yeah?
He's badly injured. If I get a crit, I'm pretty sure he's down.
Alright, hit him again!
Do your thing.
What?
What did you say, Matt?
Do your thing.
Yeah, hit him again.
Damn.
Go, go, go.
There it is.
That's better.
That's a
Roll that
hit.
crit.
That will crit.
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, that's disappointing damage.
Oof.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, there's 2 ones in there.
He is still standing.
He needs to make a Yeah, he needs to make a fortitude save.
He's kind of good with those.
Just roll a d20 if it's not a natural 1.
I mean, a 10 is like a 1.
Yeah, it's like a 1 with a 0 after. Alright,
All right.
turn.
That's your turn?
Yep.
Marta.
Oh. Marshall doesn't. He's the only thing left, and he's looking pretty bad, yeah?
Yeah.
And he's also in cover.
He's in cover. He is waist deep in water and rising.
You're in the way.
You are
Yeah, no, he is too.
20 feet up in the air.
No. It goes around me.
If I do something in a line from 20 feet in the air,
Oh god. Don't make me mad.
There you go. It goes around me.
yeah.
That's how you draw out the line.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try it then.
He's a large-sized creature as well, and you got a bit of
Now,
height. I'm
I
not
would
going to
like
do
to
the
remind you that
trigonometry.
he's waist deep in water.
Oh fuck!
Jeez.
Yeah, right.
Oh dear. Alright.
Oh god. Okay.
Do I have
So-
to do this as well? Because it's water?
Oh. I mean, you'll take the splash damage
Oh, there's splash damage for it?
if it's in
It's
water.
not, but there will be.
Roll your damage. Because he has to do the reflex save anyway.
Nice! Solid damage.
Awesome.
You're a bastard.
Yeah. But you love it.
15 lightning damage.
15. So, he'll take that. Halcyon, you'll take minimum damage.
Or?
I believe so.
Got it.
I don't
One
have the hard and
damage.
fast rules in front of me for doing the electricity in water.
Sorry.
I take 1 damage.
Come on, please. I'm in now.
Alright.
We're not going to talk about this, and I mean that we're not going to talk about this. But Microsoft Edge worked when Chrome wouldn't.
Oh my.
Gross. Don't even
You
say
roused
that out
Microsoft
loud.
Microsoft can have 1 point
Fuck, that's good.
divided against all of their employees.
That has taken it back to minus 99 points.
I mean, I use it to download Firefox.
What is
No,
my
no, no,
purpose?
you used Microsoft Explorer. Windows Edge is pretty...
You passed the Firefox.
I use it every weekend.
Anyway, is that you done?
Did you really have you
Victim?
not
Can-
heard that joke before, Bill?
Can he see me?
I think I have, but it's still
okay.
pretty funny.
What is my purpose?
I mean, it's more
Good.
the fact that you're getting through a cloud of smoke at the moment.
But can he see me?
Not really.
Hmm.
You're currently concealed.
I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm just gonna mouth the word bitch at him.
I mean, roll me a d20.
Get 5 or more, please.
Get 10 or more. He's in cover as well.
Can we do the 5 or more?
Oh, bad luck.
Doesn't cover just give him a circumstance bonus to AC?
Okay, so the detective is trying to mouth the word bitch through a cloud of purple smoke while he is
Oh right, the
waist deep
cloud.
in water and
I'm
behind a
sorry
rock.
She's like this.
Was that Tenebrae? Was that Tenebrae or was that Nick?
No, you know what? That'll be Tenebrae. Just
Yeah,
like
okay.
everyone on this
Too
platform.
beautiful.
I'm sorry she's like this.
All right. Is that you done though?
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, Buckshock. He is going to do. Where's the skill? He is going to do a long jump.
No, wait. Buckshot, get some lizards out of the water.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
He has to do a reflex save. Oh, he lucky bastard. He leaps onto that platform, so you guys can get the other one is free. Otherwise, he's just going to ready for an attack. At the end of the round, however, the water rises more.
Oh dear. How deep are we now?
I mean, you're swimming now.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone on the platform swimming now?
Everyone on the platforms are fine.
No! Fuck off!
He
Where's
can
he gone?
Of course he can swim. He can sit down there for hours.
Is he still under the water?
As the water rises, he just takes a deep breath and just bobs his head inside.
Damn it.
Rose.
Halcyon needs to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So first things first, Lenore will use her 40 feet of movement to get to here and out of the water. Like above the precipice of the water.
Yep.
That's her independent thing, so it's just me left. Halcyon, can you hear me?
Halcyon, can you hear
Yes!
me?
Have you lost him?
Matt, have I lost him? We'll find out on my turn.
Pretty much. You'll have to do the seek action.
I will be doing the seek action. Followed by the stab action if he hasn't gone anywhere.
That's okay, because Lenore's gonna help you out.
Oh, he's pretty good.
Lenore takes the seek action.
Alright. She will spot him.
Nice. And she will call him out to Halcyon. He only dropped 5 feet. He's still under there. All right, 2 actions left from Rose. One of those was the command action. Hallucination. He doesn't. He thinks he can't breathe underwater anymore.
Oh god. Nice.
Now
Really?
who's killing people with spells?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't kill him. He'll just come to the surface.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Forcibly.
Oh!
Ah!
Ah, yes!
Until it
Nope,
disbelieves.
that's wait. Oh no! He's stupefied. That even included the if Nick had gotten off his intimidate, that wouldn't have been enough.
The creature perceives what you choose until it disbelieves, but it knows what the hallucination is.
So he just has to. He doesn't think he can think. He doesn't think he can
He
think.
has to use an action for it.
He has to
though.
use an action and successfully. He has to try and disbelieve.
Oh.
which he can- So he'll have to try and disbelieve on his turn.
Mhm.
But if he fails to disbelieve, he'll still be suffocating.
Oh.
All right, yeah, it's my turn.
Taking actions.
On his action,
Please tell me this device is now just drowned and
oh
doesn't
no, the
produce
water's...
anything.
Well, it's not gouting out smoke anymore, but the water is starting to turn a rather unhealthy purple.
Ugh. Black finger blight water. Can't
Mhm. Alright. He does that as a free action.
Does that?
Yes, he does the thing. Now, he's going to move in the water.
Oh, fuck off.
Actually, no.
Surprised he can't move further. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then he's going to spend his last 2 actions doing another thing.
Oh, so he's still suffocating?
No breathing.
Yeah, no, he's got deep breath.
Oh.
Halcyon.
Alright, so I need to make an athletics check to swim first, right?
You do.
Okay. Skills. Athletes. That's a 28. That's a success?
I believe that will be a success.
I don't know. It depends on the conditions of the water.
Well, they're
Matt
just,
says it's up to Matt.
they're just steady for now.
So is that a success or a critical success?
Just a success. The water is still flowing, but they're mostly steady.
Where is it? How far do I get to go? 5 feet plus 5 feet per 20. So 10 feet. That's just enough, isn't it?
That's how you sound.
Yeah. Good. And I make a strike. Do I have any? What's the penalty for attacking underwater, Matt?
I mean, you're treated as flat-footed because you're not native for it.
Correct. And does my gang up still work? Oh yeah, Brave's right next to me.
Yeah.
No, Brave is 20 feet in the air.
You've got chorus.
Oh, the
on you,
water
does that
hasn't
help?
memorized that high. Yeah, I've still got chorus though.
Brave, Buckshot does not actually threaten, to answer your question. But yes, you still have chorus upon your shoulder.
That's definitely a crit.
Oh, yes, that's a crit. Blah.
Can you roll a d20 for him?
Roll d20 for him.
Yep, so that's 64 damage.
4.
I say this because he needs to roll a 1 for the slow to take effect.
I could have just done the forward shoot save, it's fine.
He was near death before, and now he's badly injured. He's regenning.
No bueno.
He is still standing.
Yeah, well, stab him again.
I do need you to make a forward shoot save, though. I keep forgetting to get you to do these. And it's at -2 because you're kind of gulping in the water as well.
Oh no, I'm above the water.
You're swimming.
Yeah, but when you fail, you start to drown.
Alright, do your forward shoot save.
Do we still have defense?
Partner.
Yeah, poison damage.
Alright. But it'll just be the stage 1, so it'll be fine.
It's alright. I've gone through definitely a much worse poison.
You really have.
You really have.
Like, holy shit. 66 damage.
$21.
Yes, because of the inspired defense.
Oh wait, am I muted? We don't have
Nope.
inspired defense anymore.
Oh,
Oh, 24
No,
then.
Sorry, I tried to say. I think
Get
I'm
fucker outta
lagging
here.
out. I'm not sure.
or you may have just been too far away from the microphone. Alright. I want him down. No, I'm rerolling this. There we go.
Yes, there we
Good.
go.
Is that a crit or just a hit?
That will be a crit.
Hey!
Another d20, please, Matt.
I think he'll be fine, but
Yeah, it's just this is why I'm saying d20 and not fortitude saves.
where is my thing? He sinks into the water.
And he's definitely lost consciousness here.
He has lost consciousness.
Okay. Hang on. Wouldn't his device keep him upright? Because it's
Boy.
propelling gases into the water?
Oh no, it absolutely is. You still got one more disaster to take care of. Because that thing is still gouting out smoke.
Yes. But it's the end of my turn now.
Quintus,
I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. How does are these guys that we knocked out earlier?
they're floating.
Okay. Do they look like they're in peril? Are any of them floating face down?
They look like they'll be fine.
Okay.
Iruxi are pretty good in the water.
Alright. Good up. I don't know. How do you disarm this thing? Let's.
Thievery checks.
Okay. Cool.
Thievery
Let's
checks
do
is
that.
one option I can let you know of.
I'll fly to here.
You want to help gunk it up? I've got Tanglefoots on my bandolier, or
Uh,
on one of said bandoliers.
While it's still above water before it starts sinking, I would like to try and turn this thing off.
Well,
Find like spigots and taps and start twiddling them.
first things first, fortitude save.
Yep, sure.
You're a big, strong boy. You should be fine.
This will be with a +2 on it.
Plus
Let me
2.
add
32.
Ooh.
I think that was a success,
That is just a success.
because that's what I rolled the first time.
Yeah, the DC is 32.
Cool. You want a thievery check?
Thievery check, or you can just straight out start attacking it.
I'll try thievery to start with.
Alrighty.
32.
32.
Good.
First
Use the
success.
monkey wrench.
First success is done.
All right. How many actions does that take?
That takes 1 action.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll try it again. Do I take a minus? Is this like a
No,
multi-action?
that's only for attacks.
Yeah.
What is your thievery proficiency?
It is
13.
trained.
You will not be able to do this next thievery
Okay.
action, though.
Yep. So I can only do 1 a turn because I'm trained. Were I expert, I can do 2 and so
Oh
on.
no, it's just too goddamn complicated.
Oh, okay, right. Yep, fair enough.
This at this point they're considered master thievery checks.
Yep, okay, easy. I will like twiddle some knobs, and it seems to be like making it a little better. And now I like look at Halcyon and shrug, like, do I hit it?
Well, you've managed to unlatch the nozzle, so instead of just spraying in one direction, it's just kind of spinning around like a sprinkler.
I don't know if that sounds better.
I mean, it's definitely something. So,
Yeah, Halcyon, what do you say? Do I hit it or not?
I don't know yet. I get the feeling if he hits it, it's gonna just go, and it's just gonna be unpleasant for all of us.
maybe.
That's my fear. I'm gonna go back to this platform.
You're doing great, Halcyon.
Mm-hmm.
Detective.
Yeah. I'm not trained in thievery whatsoever.
I don't have a swim speed.
Same.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Nudge for what? If you have an idea, I'm all ears.
It
Summon
probably
a
helped to not be
sea
swimming.
snake or something. Summon a bath plug and pull it.
Summon
Okay.
wings.
What you doing, detective?
In... Is that 30 feet?
Spray more water.
I mean... Okay, so... Around here... I firstly apologize to everyone here.
Uh-oh.
I
Things are never good when it starts off with an apology.
I bring forth my summoning power.
Mhm.
Parts of the arena start rumbling and moving all together to form a giant animated statue of Quintus. It's
Yes!
Which
Yes!
one's this?
giant animated statue. It's a huge size construct.
Alright, so I don't have
Oh,
that
Sam
one.
got him. I'm finally back in, by the way, and Sam got him.
Yes.
Alright, so giant animated statue.
Yeah. It should be just near enough for Halcyon to interact with so that he's not drowning.
I don't have to make athletics checks. Woo!
I don't have a token for him.
I mean,
Well,
that's
You've literally
close enough.
got a token of me.
Yeah, I did say it was of Quintus.
I mean,
I know you're against such a thing.
Chiseled and statuesque.
Big boy.
now is that you done though?
Yeah, that's all 3 actions.
Okay. Buckshot's kind of waiting for, what do. He'll have to make a fortitude save though. And he will do that. Oh, that's not good. So want to roll d6 for 66 for me?
66. Ease. Alright. 66. That's...
I mean,
He's not wrong.
All right, so
Oh, that's good.
that's actually a pretty good roll. Yeah. Buckshot takes 18.
Below average.
no, not buckshot.
I do
My
not have a
favorite
Quintus token
buckshot.
on me in a quick.
Just literally
Can you not
drag
just-
my character onto
Can
the
you
map
not
again.
just control copy, control V?
Yeah.
I know you can because I was doing it the other day.
You probably
tried,
can.
I can't.
But so Buckshot kind of starts choking a little bit, and he's regretting some of his life choices on getting closer. So he's gonna jump back. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. The platform actually starts to shake. Now.
I imagine it would. That's a lot of force.
Rose,
Yes.
you see the water start to swirl.
Everyone out!
I do not have a swirly thing for it. Damn, that's fine.
Alright,
The water starts
uh,
to swirl in a whirlpool, picking
Don't
up
worry, Matt.
speed.
I got you.
All right, I use familiar conduit,
Yep,
and Lenore.
good enough.
Sorry.
I don't know
Lenore,
what you're expecting. here.
Lenore creates a house of imaginary walls.
Yep.
So Halcyon, there's now a house of imaginary walls, right here. That work?
A 10 by 10 underneath the lizard
No,
man and me.
it's just straight. It's just straight up, Like that.
That's
in case you want to climb it.
rectangle
Oh.
template.
Is it in between or underneath us?
It can be wherever you want. Where do you want to go? It's not gonna move, and it's
Yeah,
only
I
gonna
wanna-
last until the end of my next turn.
I wanted it to be underneath because we've got the Quintus statue to clamber onto. This will stop.
You
him
just
from
you just want to stop swimming.
yeah. So
It can't. It cannot be.
Yeah, no.
Are we
but
gonna
we've got
allow
this-
it? Are we gonna allow it to be flat, Matt? That's up.
We
to
don't need
you.
it flat. We've got Quintus's statue.
So you don't need it at all.
No, it'll stop him from being
Thinking.
whirlpooled away.
Okay, so Lenore will move to here, and like make it so that it's like stopping him from going around in the current.
Yeah,
Yep.
box him in. Yep.
So that I'll put that there, and you can remove the other one if you don't mind. I don't know how to do it. Oh, there we go. And then for my second and third action, so we're fine. We're on top of this. Is there anyone else who's in grave danger? Because if not, I'm just gonna pass.
I think everyone else is pretty good at the moment.
Okay, pass.
Yeah, have a skill check, Sam.
All right. Hey, Halcyon. First
Skill
things
check time?
first.
I
need-
fortitude save.
I mean, yes, fortitude save, also athletics
Ooh,
check.
Lenore's gonna make a fortitude save. Yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, he's a garbo.
15.
I have rolled one decent fortitude save.
27. Pass or fail.
I am
Fail.
up to stage 2.
Oh, okay.
Lenore will take 66 poison damage. Halcyon, you'll take 8d6.
Okay. Then I'll be clumsy.
Hmm.
Next turn, next stage.
Athletics check as well, as the water is starting to swirl around you.
Because I had forgotten about the poison, and because I still have like 2 whole actions left, can Lenore book it out of there?
Yeah.
Still take the poison, but just like, yeah, just clear out.
Get the fuck out of
Oh,
Dodge. Oh, no. So, which way do we have the whirlpool going at the moment?
I don't know,
Which side
Matt,
of
which
the
way's the
hemisphere is the the whirlpool?
The North Hemisphere.
Give me a reflex save as the water starts to swirl around you, pulling you around, and it's taking you closer to the imaginary walls.
And
And you manage to grip onto them.
evasion, critical success.
As the water starts to swirl around you and you're trying to tinker with this object, you manage to like launch out with your arm and take a hold of the imaginary walls.
Hmm?
All right, now you can do the rest of your turn.
All right. Can't step in water, can you?
No, not unless you have a swim speed.
All right. So it's an athletics checks to swim, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah, athletics. That's a failure, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a critical failure though.
What happens on a failure for this? Nothing. Waste an action.
You will miss an action, yes.
Because I can't tinker on him, can I?
You will have to succeed on a athletics check to tread
Yeah,
water.
to get into the calm.
Yes. So give me another athletics check. This will be your second action. Well, third action.
Ah!
I can tell you now. Next, at the end of the round, the DCs for this are only going to get higher.
I know. All I had to do was not fail either of the first one or the second one. For fuck's sake. Well, at least he ain't going anywhere. That's gonna be a crit failure, so I'm drowning.
While drowning and also...
Oh no, I am submerged.
And moving. Yep.
Yeah, I lose 1 round of air.
Well, as long as you're tracking that.
I don't... let me go check on that one.
Quintus!
Alright, I'm in this way. I want to try and scoop this boy out, get his head above water. How do I
Done.
go about doing that?
You got 20 strength, bud.
Alright, cool.
Give me an athletics save. Sorry, an athletics check.
And do...
You also have the lifting belt, so... You can also pull him out of the
33.
water if you want.
Cool. Yeah, if I can, I ultimately want to get him to here. If
Yep.
that's possible.
You can do that.
All right, let's do that then.
Do-do-do.
Can I use my reaction to talk?
Yes, you can.
Pull the lizard out of the water!
All right, I'll try. How many actions I got left?
Move. Standard. Sorry, move. Athletics. You have 1 action left.
Is he still quickened?
He is still quickened, that's why he has an action left.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he did the 2 actions to move. Move, grab, move.
I don't know how to pull the lizard out of the water. That might be...
That will be an athletics check, and that'll be tricky.
Yeah.
But he's not going anywhere at the moment, though, is he?
Not at the moment, thanks to the imaginary walls.
Okay, so we can... I'd have to get back in and...
Have to get back in. Oh,
Whack his
boys.
back!
Yeah, I will hold an action in case he regains consciousness for some reason, and I'll hit him with my stick.
Fair
Just
enough.
in case he has some sort of regen bullshit.
I mean, he does, but he's still unconscious. Detective!
I will concentrate
Yep.
instead of cackle, and I will command
You would have
Big-
control over him.
Big Quintus
Big Quintus.
to lift the lizard out of the water.
Yeah.
Alright. He has a hold of the lizard. He will have to use his second action to lift him out of the water, though.
Do so.
Alright. The statue now has the lizard at kind of... How big's the statue? Giant, so...
Huge.
Yeah, huge. Well, there you go. The statue will be able to lift the lizard, so that is that level to you, Halcyon.
Right.
Hey.
That's going to be my action done.
Oh,
I've
good.
got nothing else I can do.
Yeah, no, Buckshot doesn't have anything either. So, at the end of the round, two things start to happen. One, the water starts to pick up speed. That doesn't really matter to most people at the moment, because they're all out of the water, with the exception of the statue.
It was a statue.
But the platforms start descending as they drop.
Oh, no.
10
Now
feet.
there's a problem.
All right. Cool. So they now are
They're like 5 feet above the
they're
water.
5 feet off the water, but they just dropped 10 feet in a round. Oh, okay. They went up 10 feet in a round before. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Rose,
Yes. I don't think there's anything I can be doing, really.
there might not be, because a lot of this is pretty much coming down to whether they can deactivate the bomb.
Prepare for submersion.
Well, yes, the platforms are about to descend again. If you want to delay, that's completely fine at this
Yeah,
point.
delay.
Halcyon,
So he's now.
he's level to
10.
you.
Oh, he's still level?
Yep.
Even though the platform fell?
Oh, the statue can kind of move his hand down. It's fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
We'll hand wave that.
Oh gosh.
Fortitude saves.
Should I give you a nice crisp high five for that one?
Could. Are we gonna say that you used your turn to cast Inspire Courage?
Nope.
Defense,
Already passed.
rather?
He delayed.
Right. Fortitude. Why is it no longer adding? Oh, because that's chorus. I want chorus.
I didn't do a fortitude either.
Give me to do a fortitude then, Quintus.
That's better. All right, so it goes down a stage.
You're both fine. You'll
So
take
I get
60.
66.
Yep. See, you got it. I love my players. They're keeping track of it as well. Makes it easier.
We're good players.
6.
You really are.
Please don't.
23.
We're trying.
All right, so
Hey,
fortunately, I don't have the sticky fingers, or the oily fingers rather. All right, time to start defusing the bomb.
Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Skills, thievery. Do my thievery tools count to work here?
Yes.
Nice.
An item bonus. Roll. That's okay.
That
That
is
is
just
success.
enough.
Neat. That's a second success.
I applicate a sponge to your forehead, wiping away the bead of sweat rolling towards your eye.
No, look, Quintus is saying that, but it's kind of that. This is delicate. This is
That's-
a complex bomb. You can
That's
tell
not
that.
sweat.
Wow.
It's black finger oil.
But
All
no,
right.
you managed to mostly disable the nozzle. It's not gouting out at much of a speed. So I would decrease the aura, but I don't think it'll be necessary.
Not gonna do anything.
Alright, so you've done one thievery check.
Another.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, girl.
oh 38, sorry.
Now you get the good rolls.
I didn't add the item bonus. +1.
That'll be fine. The DC is 35. So, you start to clip away at some of the wiring that's built in the back here. This is a pretty complex clockwork device, now that you're actually getting a good look at it. You can't help but have a couple of fleeting moments of this is really fine workmanship. Give me a quick society check while you're here. You might be able to get an early clue.
Oh.
So, you start to work on it, disabling the gears. It's a case of not so much jamming them, but removing them so they're no longer working. After a couple of moments, though, you manage to pull out the last gear as it ticks over, and the nozzle stops spraying.
Yay!
You did it.
Congratulations! You have disabled it.
Hooray!
Awesome.
I still have an action left, right?
Yep.
Stab myself
Hold
with
the gear
anesthesia.
aloft to the crowd.
Where's my
Are
battle
you not
medicine?
amused?
I'm going for just a DC 20 on this one.
Thank
I
you
have
that
the
you are not
statue
poisoned.
mimic Quintus.
Oh god, I know what you could do here, but
Yeah, slash 4d8 plus 15. Heal hit points.
just like, no, I don't want to be hurting this much.
I still have to make poison saves.
Well, give me that fortitude save now. Because it might cease to matter very quickly.
No, that's up a stage.
Well, 8d8.
8d8. Slash undo.
Ooh.
Sorry, 8d6.
Oh. Right, it's too late.
Alright.
Plus 4, 8. 6d, 8d6.
Quintus, what are you doing?
I'll roll a fortitude save.
The poison's
You're
gone
not
in.
poisoned. It's in my system.
Oh, okay. How does Halcyon look? I wanna do like a medicine check.
He's puffing up. It would look like blood, but it has a purplish sheen to it.
Do you want a elixir of life?
Yes, please.
All right.
Please
I
do.
pull out my elixir of life, and pour it down your gullet.
Use potion.
Alright. So, Quintus, you'll be giving him a potion?
Yep.
Detective Rose, anything to help with the poison?
No idea.
Wow,
What the fuck?
that's
Sorry.
minimum healing.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Take 9.
On 3d6 plus 6?
I got nervous and I sort of poured it
Still
in your
missed
nose.
it.
I'm sorry.
Clean
the
up the
fuck?
water.
180, 201, and 204.
Nice.
Halcyon, fortitude save. This is pretty much coming down to you at the moment.
Is for fuck's sake.
Right.
Hmm.
So,
I would have had my ones on my turn, and I've got 3 of them. So
yep, use
That's-
those, because you're about to take 10d6 damage.
9/9d6 plus 18.
Yep.
No, not equals 18 plus.
Quintus, you can see that Quintus's Halcyon's veins are starting to change color to a purple as they engorge, also at the edges of his eyes.
Shit.
And you will take 10d6 damage from the poison, and you're confused 1.
Oh dear.
Quinn just gets a turn of being punched in the face. Yay!
Can I do something?
Yep.
I'll cast Fly so I can get over there.
Yep.
And we had antidotes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
already working.
They're already doing their thing.
Not working.
Wow.
Can I pour the one down, the one I got down his throat?
You should have drunken that at the start, and it's not going to help.
Okay, what
'Cause
about
they
the
don't
healing
stack.
potion?
I mean, healing potion would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really
I'm
should
ready
be
to
worrying
take
about
my-
you now.
You ready to take your turn, Rose?
Yeah, whenever. Who's? I don't understand. I must just be fucking tired. Is anyone in massive danger?
Yeah,
Halcyon.
Martyr is.
Why is Martyr in danger?
I'm confused.
Oh yeah, I guess so. That could be problematic. That's all right.
Martyr doesn't have much of a health
We
pool.
can deal with that. That's okay.
That's
So
fine.
you're confused?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stage
I'm
3
about to
of
start
Blackfinger
stabbing.
Blight.
I have
Okay.
18 hit points back.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
Catch. Lenore just kind of takes one look at what's going on, gives a little, like, gimlet groan at Quintus, like a, not again. And then you just get hit with the urge to just go to sleep.
Yep. Sleep it off, buddy.
Alright, we'll save.
Click the
There's-
button, but it didn't give a shit. So I'm
There's
gonna have to
no
roll that
way you
manually.
pass this. Your will save is shit.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's even worse now because of the. I've even got a -1
That'd
from
be
the
right.
Drake Heart, and it still doesn't.
Does Confuse give you anything?
No,
I don't know,
no,
Matt.
no, it
does
doesn't.
Confusion give me anything?
Nope.
I don't think it does.
But I still
no.
I go to sleep. Oh wait, no, that's perception checks.
No, I think you're fine.
Yep.
I think
Heightened?
you're still up. It's heightened to 4, but it still doesn't matter.
Oh god, okay.
He's still up.
Yep.
Alright.
Take a -1 status penalty to perception checks.
Actually, you know what? I will do one last thing.
Yep.
Sam, make me a fortitude save, DC 30. Lenore
God.
uses her last action to embrace the weird. Might
This
do a
isn't
little bit
fair.
there. Oh my god!
Natural 20.
Wants to die.
Alright,
I just can't
I'm
take
done.
it anymore. These people.
that's my
Oh.
turn.
God, okay.
Fuck this, I'm out.
I'm dealing with imbeciles.
Hey, Halcyon.
Who do you want me to stab, Matt?
Ooh.
Roll it.
Yeah, roll it. Odds evens.
Heads or tails.
Wait, we're not going to include Lenore or Chorus in this? No,
No.
thank god.
No. All right. Who wants to be
Lenore's
heads on
sick
who
of
wants to be
overhead.
tails?
I'm clearly
tails.
heads.
All right.
No, I think you'll find that Quintus is a fine piece of tail,
Oh
so...
god.
No, Quintus was heads.
Okay. Alright, so...
Quintus gets stabbed.
Okay.
Um, this doesn't. Yeah, no, this isn't going to be a sneak attack because no one is
one
my
is an ally.
anymore.
You have no allies.
I definitely miss.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
critical failure.
I'll slap that shit out of my face.
Alright.
Get out of here.
Do I just keep stabbing?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep
Do I
making
roll
attacks.
each time or just stab Quintus 3 times?
Yeah, just stab me 3 times. Why not?
I
Why don't
mean,
you stab the detective once? This one's for the detective.
no.
Oh no!
Mm.
Should have said shit.
It's alright. I can react. I can pull
Hey,
the
Rose.
detective out of the way, and I
Shut
can
the fuck
stop
up.
the
Fuck
fight.
up.
No, the middle one was against you.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, these are all against you.
Gotcha,
alright,
gotcha.
roll your critical damage.
I'll raise my shield, but it's not gonna do much.
Jesus. Why is that high?
No sneak attack.
No.
No sneak attack.
No, that's.
It's 3 off of max damage.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well done.
Alright. So, Halcyon, you're in a panic. There's this shadow monster kind of encroaching over you, trying to swallow you whole. There's this statue of iron and metal off to the other side. you can hear something screeching in the distance, and there's giants all around you. You're just wildly stabbing out as you feel blood beginning to fill your lungs. And as you stab out at the steely iron thing to your left, or to your right, I should say, you feel your vision start to clear as you see your lancet go all the way through Quintus. And the poison stops.
I am confounded.
Yeah, no, the Black Finger Blight has a duration. Most people can't live through it.
Yeah. That's because they don't have copious amounts of drugs. I guess that is...
Yeah, like we did just pour like 5 healing potions down your
Yeah,
throat.
that I guess that's just generally the cure-all for a lot of things.
I mean,
Like,
with that though, the crowd,
Keep healing.
there's kind of a hush that falls over the crowd before they explode into applause, just roaring all over the place. And as they do, you hear the voice of the announcer, and we have our winners, I guess. Congratulations to our new entrants. You have been successful and you have defeated the champion and saved our lives. The city is in your debt and your gratitude.
Under my breath, what is this, the 4 times this week?
Yeah.
So, are you doing anything for the crowd?
yeah, I'm patching up Quintus.
Are you though?
I
Yeah.
lend a hand to Halcyon and help
Does he
him
get
up.
the traditional save at the end of his turn against Confused? Sorry, Bill, that was fucking right in the middle of what you were saying. Please continue, my friend.
I help Halcyon up. I hold Halcyon's wrist up in the air as one would do for a champion. I draw the Reaper's Lancet out of my chest and hand it back to his other hand.
Nice.
Wow.
I just let it clatter to the floor as I stab an inoculation into your shoulder. You heal
Chorus
17 hit
Chorus
points.
uses his held action to hand you back the rapier as you let it clatter to the floor.
Gotta get that valet use in somehow.
Yeah.
All right. With that, the water starts to recede as the chariots finally make their final lap around the arena. A victor is called.
It's hazy and there's a bit of shimmer and it's hard to see who's coming in front.
Oh no.
And we will
I
have to
love
figure
it.
out who wins. Probably.
Oh, it'll
me.
be us. It'll
I've
be
got too
us.
much oil in my eyes.
With that, I will
Rose
end the
should
session
probably
there,
do a
though.
performance just to get the crowd to
Yep.
start cheering like Buckshuck or something.
Do
Like,
I have
give it
do
up
I
for
have any way to
Brave.
do I have it any way to like enhance my voice or something?
I mean, you're a trained bard. You're a master performer. I think you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible, fantastic, brave Buckshuck has won victorious today. Show him your adoration. Alright, I can't
Nice.
yell. I
Nice.
get my ass kicked. It's too late at night.
I have the
That's
statue
okay.
go up to Buckshug and lift his arm up like Quintus is.
Yes. Yes, that's perfect.
Next
They're
to
at
me,
the, they're
I
at the
reach
same
over-
height difference and everything. Oh, it's so good.
next to me, I reach over and almost look as though I'm gonna grab Tenebrae's tail hand and do the same. And Tenebrae just gives me like one look and it's like,
Most
I'll-
evilest fuck.
I will jump
No.
in the water or something. I just look sad.
But no, I will end it there.
Yeah.
With that, you have the admiration of the city. They're in your debt. But also, that ends book 3 of Agents of Edgewatch.
Yay!
In
What?
fif- in 52 sessions, we have gone through 2
Yay.
books in a 6-book adventure path.
Nice.
But
Killing it.
we are doing really well. But congratulations, it's definitely in order. There will be downtime after this. I don't think you'll be quite leveling, but we'll find out.
Aww.
You right there, Rose?
Yep, I clicked the wrong thing.
But with that, I'll just close out the stream, and we'll figure out someone to raid.
Paizo on yet?
Well, that's who I was
We
kind of
sh-
waiting out for.
To
Oh,
raid
glass is
the
on.
vault of glass. Don't acknowledge that, please. That's
It's
not
fine.
worthy.
I won't. We may dread GM's on. I might raid him. Actually, no. Jabber's on. We'll raid Jabber. But thank you everyone for showing up, especially to all the new followers and voting for all those subscribes. I do appreciate it very much. We've been going a year and we're pretty small in regards to most streams at the moment, but we're growing strong and and I will also say thank you for Archives of Nephis for being here.
Dropping by.
Uh,
And all your hard work that you do to facilitate
Yes,
all
no,
our games week on and week on.
Yeah, it's definitely not been heavily used
Right?
during the session
Yeah.
several times
Yeah,
to find
no.
out swim distances.
Lots of appreciation for the archives, honestly. But yeah, no. It's been a year. It's been good. I think my players have been enjoying themselves as well. I hope.
Oh, absolutely.
No, we hate this. We come here just to flatter you at the moment. It's such a terrible
true.
experience.
I'll take it. That's fine. It's fine. But
Are we done yet?
Nick just
Is
wants
it
to go
Monday
play
yet?
with his Transformers.
Is it Monday yet?
God. Well,
Is it over?
here's hoping for another year and for a lot more growth to come. I am planning on adding new games to the stream as time goes on, but these things take time to plan and all sorts of other things. But
Absolutement.
if you want to check me out on the social medias, I'm available on Twitter most of the time. You can DM me if you like. I think that's open. Thank you, Bill, for posting that. Otherwise, the VOD for this session will be up on YouTube within the next 24 hours, probably closer to 13 or 14. But
User
Anyway.
in your channel stopped recording.
my name is Matthew. This has been Tabletop Obscura presenting Agents of Edgewatch for Pathfinder 2 by Paizo Publishing. I hope you have a good day, a good evening, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And if you're participating in Gen Con, I hope you have fun there as well. And remember, we are the storytellers.
Goodbye.
See yas.